One visit, one period. So what is GISD? Unapologetic.
I'm Dr. Royse City. GISD Executive Director of Athletics, and I want to welcome you to tonight's game. Regardless of the outcome, all the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence. We ask the spectators to consider the time and effort each of the coaches and athletes have put forth. This effort exemplifies the pride they have in their communities and schools. By your conduct, cheer and encourage our athletes to perform at the highest level. We also ask that you show your appreciation for the cheerleaders, fans, and youth teams that are participating. Thank you in advance for helping create an exciting, fun game environment. Good luck to both teams and enjoy the game.
Student athletes represent their teams, fellow students, teachers, and their school community. Athletes are expected to be individuals who will make a good impression for their schools. Another awesome game day tune is coming up here on Game Time. This is Game Time, the place for GISD's best.
For over 20 years, I've been a proud sports coach at accident and injury chiropractic and the pro treatment. Why? Because the pro treatment has worked for me, my family, my friends, and tens of thousands of injured patients just like you. If you've been injured in a car wreck, you need to demand the respectful, professional care you deserve. You need to insist on accident and injury chiropractic. Don't settle for anything less.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Garland ISD would like to welcome you to Homer B. Johnson Stadium for tonight's game between the Royse City Bulldogs and the Rowlett Eagles. We would also like to thank the Accident and Injury Chiropractic for sponsoring tonight's game. Accident and Injury Chiropractic is celebrating the opening of their second clinic in Garland on Centerville Road, between I-635 and Northwest Highway. If you've been injured in a car wreck, get the pro treatment. The GISD would like to take time to recognize the dedication and sacrifice that our officials make to be part of this tonight's game. The game couldn't happen without officials, and we appreciate everything you do. If you are interested in becoming an official, we encourage you to join the Texas Association of Sports Officials. The TASO will provide you with all the training and support you need. Go to www.taso.org for more information. Tonight's referees are Grady Dale, Umpire, Jordan Mackey. Head lineman, Salvador Garcia. Field judge, Corey Williams. Line judge, Jared Goodall. Side judge, Steve Anthony. And back judge, Roy Smith. Once again, we want to thank our officials. And now, football fans, we will hear from the school song, beginning with Royse City, followed by Rowlett High School. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Homer B. Johnson Stadium. Our captains tonight for the visiting Royse City Bulldogs. Number 2, Thomas Nagel. Number 11, Sebastian Lopez. Number 41, Billy Jones. And number 51, Daniel Rovan. For the Eagles, number 4, Adelio Williams. Number 6, Derek Childs. Number 44, Kennedy Goldsby. And number 50, Adarius Sharp. We'll have the ceremony with coin toss.
Rowlett won the toss. They elected to defer. Royse City will receive. Good luck, gentlemen.
At this time, we ask the audience to please stand for the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's color guard is provided by the Rowlett High School Air Force Junior ROTC. The color guard team is led by the commander, who carries the U.S. flag and gives commands to position the team for the playing of the national anthem. Tonight's color guard team members are Cadet Master Sergeant Andrea Bazada, Cadet Master Sergeant Meredith Conroy, Cadet Chief Master Sergeant Koitai, and the color guard is commanded by Cadet Captain Lorian Benavides.
is a presentation of GRS TV.
We set the bar high. On top, cause we so fly. Name in the bright lights. Looking like a star shot. We set the bar high. On top, cause we so fly. Name in the bright lights. Looking like a star shot. We set the bar high.
It's been 4 years since the Eagles have soared to the playoffs, and tonight, Rowlett welcoming a team that's been around for decades, but they are under brand new leadership. From Homer B. Johnson Stadium here in Garland, Scott Garner alongside Roman Alexander. Should be a great one tonight as the Royse City Bulldogs in town to take on the Rowlett Eagles, as both of these two teams have come off very tough losses, but both of them experiencing a lot of success even in losing.
Well, you're absolutely right, Scott. I mean, you know, when you look at the game tonight, I mean, both teams are out to try to get that first victory, and it's really important that they get some things established. You know, last week, Rowlett gave up quite a few points, and so tonight they're going to try to look to shore that up defensively, and then Royse City is going to make sure that they, you know, try to eliminate those turnovers that they had last week.
Chance to take a look at Derek Alford, who was in his 4th season as the bench boss here for the Rowlett Eagles, who again come into this game having not been to the postseason in a couple of years, in fact going all the way back to 2020. And we're going to see Royse City go on offense to start. A team that lost to Plano East 55-27. They were down 17-0 early. But with their quick strike offense, Roman, they were able to take the lead going into halftime.
Well, you're absolutely right, and that's the thing. You know, they are a very fast-paced offense, and then they were able to come back in that game and get the lead. You know, again, like we talked a little bit earlier, their thing tonight is to make sure they eliminate those turnovers, because if you look at it, if they didn't have those turnovers last night, that ball game could have been a totally different outcome.
Got Clark and Powell back deep to receive for Royse City as we saw Rowlett winning the opening toss. It'll be a high short kick. They want to avoid the return. They're going to get good field position anyway. Here comes Xavier Brown across midfield. What a return to start.
Well, they tried that pooch kick there, and sometimes it works for you. You can catch those guys off guard, but, boy, it looks like Royse City was ready for that and was able to get a great return on that. We look at the replay here. Again, a little pooch kick. Man, just excellent, ready to catch that ball, and then got a lead blocker and then turned that into something. Boy, good thing the kicker came in and made that tackle.
Jamian Richardson, the junior quarterback to start. Good crowd on hand, week number 2 of the campaign. Drew Colvin, the head coach for this Royse City team. The birthday boy hoping to pick up his first high school varsity win as a head coach. Little GT counter to start, and there's the aforementioned Xavier Brown, who carried it for 27 yards last week. Smith, the Will linebacker, making the stop.
Yeah, we take a look here at the replay here, just a little GT counter. And again, Rowlett was ready and made a great defensive play on that play.
They try to go quick. Got a problem here. Brown barely getting to midfield. Loses 7 on that one. So a problem with the handoff in the backfield early on. And again, going on the road sometimes can be difficult, especially in week number 2, just trying to get your bearings.
Absolutely. Just a little mishandle there between the quarterback and the center.
He's going in motion on 3rd down and long. Just a hitch to Clark. Shakes the first man, but what a hit. Right in the middle. What a job by Brauhau. DeAndre Brauhau, the emotional leader on this team. What a hit.
Got quarterback steps back out, just gets a quick pass out there. But, boy, what a great job by number 21, Graham. Made a great tackle there.
Royse City going to keep the offense out. 4th down and 9. Both ends jump. This is Richardson going to try to make a play, but slips. Was it a free play?
That kind of looked like Rowlett was offsides there. Boy, that sure is not the time you want to be offsides when you got him.
Offsides. 99 at the defense. In the neutral zone at the snap. 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
So they will keep the football here, have a second shot at this, and it looked like Richardson wasn't ready for it, but hey, great job by Gonzalez, Andres Gonzalez, There's a big body physical center there, snapping that ball to draw him off sides.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It did look like the quarterback wasn't ready for that, but boy, I tell you what, Rowse City kind of dodged a bullet right there. And again, they're in pretty good position, boy, but you know what? Going for it on fourth down, I guess you're in fourth down territory here.
4th down and 5 for an offense that got 227 last week. Some misdirection, RPO action, and what a toss to Hayes. Hit him in stride at a big play. On 4th down and 5, they convert for 22 before Adrian Lacey, the safety, can get him.
Yeah, we take a look here at the replay here. Just a good little play action pass roll out by the quarterback. Was able to get his eyes downfield, and man, just a great play there. He was able to catch Hayes coming across that middle and got a first down. That was a big first down right there, Scott.
The big, lumbering Hayes reaching out, making that grab. What a toss by Richardson, who completed 44% of his passes last week. That looked like a very good toss on a tough situation on 4th down. This is a quick pass at the feet in single coverage of Kamarion Clark, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, it just looked like the quarterback was trying to get a quick pass out there, and they were kind of not on the same page. And unfortunately for Royse City, that was a missed opportunity.
And Royse City had the lead last week, losing 55-22 in week number 1 to Plano East, a very tough Plano East team. 2nd down and 10, draw all the way for Richardson. Inside the 10, close to a first down, picks up 9. A nice move there before Derek Childs, the other safety for Rowlett, can bring him down.
Take a look at the replay. We got backside guard and the number 45 coming in with a little kind of counter lick, and the quarterback was able to get up inside there.
Richardson, a guy that's really improved. They're going to go quick here, looking for the end zone. He's close. He's got the first down. They've got a fresh set of downs here right next to the goal line. Here they go again. 1st and goal. Oh, that time, what a swarm right there. Kept his footing, did Brown. This time pushed backwards, loses 2.
Yeah, it looked like they were trying to go with the same play there, hurry up offense, and this time, Rowlett was ready again, trying to go inside with number 33, but boy, what a great job there by the Rowlett defense to come up big on that play.
Brown, a guy that's been relatively consistent, but see Rowlett getting good penetration. Now it's 2nd down and goal from the 3. Richardson sends Clark in motion. Misdirection again. This is Clark on the sweep. What a tackle at the goal line. A really nice play by Childs, who's been everywhere. His 2nd tackle on the drive.
Yeah, that was just a great tackle there because it looked like
Injury, timeout.
Okay, if we look like Clark came around that corner there, it looked like he had it. I actually thought he was going to get in that end zone, Scott. But again, just a great play over there and an outstanding tackle from keeping Clark from getting into that end zone.
Westerkill, the backup tackle, with a backup tight end, I should say, with a really good block down there too. 3rd down and goal. Thought for sure that Rowlett would bend, and a lot of teams, when you're trying to keep the confidence up, coming off a 38-6 loss, they don't bow up quite as strong. But Rowlett playing tough down in the red zone.
Yeah, they've been playing really tough, and that's something that Coach Alfred really wants to see, is that this defense really plays tough and hard tonight. And, again, like we talked about how many points were scored on them last week, they definitely want to make an improvement on that, and they're doing a pretty good job here. They're kind of bending, but they haven't broke yet.
Still looking at Childs down there, the starting safety. A guy that's really the leader of the back end of this Rowlett defense. He's already made 2 plays, had 58 tackles last year. The 5'8 junior, really fast, 4'7", 40 guy. They don't want to lose him. He had a pair of big interceptions last year, but he looks to be okay. He's got the water bottle jogging off. That's good news.
Yeah, that's a good look for that young man. He's able to run off the field, and he looks like he's okay. Just kind of shook that off, and that's really big for Rowlett tonight.
It's big, but it's also big for the fact that he's got to come out of the game for at least a play here, and he's been getting to the point of attack.
Yeah, absolutely. We have to look and see if Royse City's going to exploit that or not.
Now, this Royse City team, a very long drive right here. 9th play of this opening drive of the game, a drive that began 42 yards away from pay dirt. And they've had it for over 3.5 minutes, but they want to play fast tempo. Royse City's a team that likes to snap it about 80 to 88 times a game. They want 12 or 13 possessions tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, they've really been going fast paced, and now because of the penalty, they're kind of slowing down, and maybe they're getting a little bit out of their rhythm. But, yeah, they definitely want to get about 80 to 88 plays in the game.
And to kind of get you a frame of references, they kind of take care of some business there on the turf. But to put that into perspective, most teams run, a regular team, about 50 to 58 plays a game. So you're talking 80, 88 snaps. You got to be in shape for that.
Absolutely. And again, you know, what it's really designed to do is wear down that defense, and maybe you can get a quick score in by catching them off guard.
Brown next to Richardson on 3rd and goal. Going to give it to him. Has to make a cut in the backfield. And another big play this time. Kalai Smith, the weak side linebacker, his second stop on this drive. He's just a sophomore.
Well, I tell you what a great play by Kalai Smith. He came on in again. It looks like Royse City's trying to run that same play. Get that number 33 up inside to try to get that score. Again, they went fast on.
This was a 4th down play, and a late examination has the touchdown. But I think there may be a flag down, perhaps a personnel issue on the defense. We'll see. Grady Dale's going to give it to us.
Legal substitution. 12 on defense. That penalty's declined. Result of the play, touchdown.
Was indeed too many guys on the field, but going quick this time. How about Richardson putting it in the end zone?
Well, again, like we talked about, Scott, they want to go quick, and I'll be honest with you, they caught Rowlett off guard there, and they were able to get a nice quick play there and punch it in by Richardson and get into that end zone.
Nice opening drive of week number 2. Xavier Brown doubles. This is Emilio Brito for the point after for Royse City. High snap, but no problem for Brito with 7:54 to play in this first quarter. The Bulldogs with a 7-0 lead on the road on GRS TV. Royse City 1 for 1 tonight. They scored 42 yards out, 10 plays, 406 on that opening drive, capped off by Jamian Richardson touchdown. The guy that, again, just a junior, and he's really improved. Leader of this group last week, first varsity start, just his second game at the varsity level. And remember, this Royse City team with 18 of the 22 that start that had never played under the Friday night lights. What a change it is from the sub-varsity level.
Well, absolutely, and these guys are young, and again, like you said, they came in, what an impressive drive. You know, they were able to stay consistent on what they were doing. They was able to get that fast pace going, and again, you know, kind of caught Rowlett off guard a little bit down there towards the end of the end zone and was able to punch it in. So just an impressive drive for Royse City.
Really impressive, and Emilio Brito to kick this thing off. Wind blowing hard enough to need a holder, and some rain starting to fall here in Garland.
Yeah, that rain kind of came in, Scott, out of nowhere. I was kind of wondering why the ball wasn't staying on.
I know.
But, man, you can see.
So Rowlett to have it for the first time. You see Kirkuff and Laura at quarterback. This is a short kick. This ball's live. Still on the ground. And looks like they have fallen on it, so Rowlett will have it, but boy, nerves going there.
Well, you know, that's why special teams is really important in these beginning games. Now, I don't fault him for trying to fair catch it away that rain is coming down, but again, bounced off him, and that ball is a little slick right now. And again, that rain came in and kind of caught us off guard.
Kicking team. 5 yards to be added to the end of the game. Rowlett.
Grady Dale busy tonight, already a couple of penalties. So let's see what this Rowlett Eagle squad has for us under fourth-year head coach Derek Alford. Last week they lose 38-6. We'll try to get the offense going. It's a Rowlett team, again, a little bit banged up after that loss to South Grand Prairie. We'll see what they have in store for us. Zone read to start. Quarterback's going to keep this thing. Kirkuff Picks up about 5, maybe 6, the 5'11 junior.
Kerfoot was able to, as we look at the replay, he's able to stick that ball in there and then was able to pull it. Nice read there and got around that corner and was able to get some good positive yards.
Jeremiah Byers with a nice form tackle there. They're going to give him 6. Same play. This time they're going to give Cottrell a chance, but with the footing a little uncertain. Abrama, the cornerback, comes up to make the stop. Very physical corner.
Yeah, like you said, Scott, this is a great play by Royse City. Came up and made a great stop there. Again, it looked like they were trying to run a little bit of an inside zone there, but you know, the footing might be starting to become and play a little slick out there, it looks like.
Here's the snap, and Laura, who gets the start, and that ball is deflected and picked off. The Bulldogs had the interception at midfield. Duncan comes up with the pick. Gabriel Duncan off the deflection.
Well, we take a look at this replay here. Kerfoff is back, tries to throw the ball, but man, the receiver never did get turned around, and just a great play by number 42 to pick that off. And man, Duncan made an outstanding play there. That's not what Rowlett wanted to have happen on this first drive.
No doubt. And they ended up going with Sam Laura on that opening drive to quarterback them, and that's the first interception that he has thrown this year. Remember last week, Laura threw it 15 times. They kind of split time, did Kirkhoff and Laura, and that time it was Laura that throws the interception. And so Royse City's got it back, this time at their own 48. So they've begun at the plus 42, and now at their own 48. They lead it 7-0. Quick toss by Richardson into the boundary, and it goes incomplete on a quick stream. This is what you're going to see. You're going to see this fast-paced, quick tempo offense, and they try to get it to their playmakers on the edge.
Yeah, try to get it out there and then see if he can make someone miss. Well, for a second there, I thought he threw that ball behind the line of scrimmage, but I guess he didn't.
That was thrown to Jamel Ward, and now we get a flag before the snap.
No start. 64 of the offense. 5-yard penalty remains. Second down.
Boy, a ton of pre-snap, post-snap penalties already here in the first 5.5 minutes of this game.
Well, that's what you kind of look for, Scott. In these early games, these penalties are what can come back and haunt you towards the end of the game.
Second down and 15, and nothing doing. Boy, both defensive fronts have dominated. This time, Vincent Martin, the senior, 280-pound defensive end who had 30 stops last year, makes the play.
Look at the replay here. Start bringing 45 around for a little inside power, but boy, what a great job by Martin to come up and make that tackle.
Martin, the guy who's the anchor of that line. And they go 3 across on that defensive front. They like to play the odd front. They'll mix it up some. See Ward over there on the edge going in motion. And that's a ball that goes out of the hands. Everybody kind of thinking about a tuck rule that time. That ball slipping out of Richardson's hands, and they rule it incomplete. You can tell with that early rain coming down, it's affected the play.
Well, absolutely there. As we look at the replay here, again, Richardson tried to play a little play action, and boy, the ball slipped out of his hand. And, I mean, you know, like you said, they're going to have to make sure, like we kind of said before, man, this rain coming down, you got to get that ball dry. So whoever is over there making sure the ball stayed dry is probably going to be the most important person here for the next few minutes.
No doubt. Warm day today. 30% chance of rain. That really was all that they had projected. And just a little bitty pop-up shower.
Royse City, that's their first timeout of the half.
So some personnel issues, some pre-snap, post-snap penalties here between these two teams. Evidence of an early game, and both teams plagued by some problems.
Well, and that's kind of indicative of what we were talking about, Scott. When you're playing these early games, you know, you start to realize how important special teams and penalties and those type of things are. And again, we're kind of seeing that right now in these first few ball games. Both teams are kind of, you know, out of sync a little bit.
Way out of sync, and you know they work so hard, and that's the thing you try to implement, as Drew Colvin had mentioned, the brand new head coach who spent 4 years as a coordinator over at Rockwall, now the head coach for Royse City. But you know, they try to implement this fast tempo offense. There's a lot of details there. It's not just about running the play and doing your job. It's what do you do before the snap? What do you do after the snap? Just little things like picking the ball up and quickly giving it to the ref so he can spot it quickly so you can catch the defense off guard. Things like that. And it takes a while to iron stuff like that out.
Yeah, it really does. And, again, you know, like you said, just the little intricacy things that you have to work on. And, you know, 2 games sometimes doesn't give you that amount of time to get that fully incorporated.
Brito to punt here. Not a great kick by any stretch. And Rowlett will have it back.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rowlett's going to get the ball back in pretty good position. It kind of looked like the ball went off his foot. Again, this rain is kind of affecting this game right now.
Yeah. Just a bad punt, went off the side of his foot, out of bounds. It was hard to tell where it went.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, looks like they're up past midfield. It actually looks like they're moving this ball up to about the 48-yard line.
Put it to 46. First down and 10 for Rowlett, so short field. These 2 teams have been giving the other a very short field here to start. Rowlett gets it back quickly. Cottrell, the running back. And that's who they give it to off the left guard position. Royse City doing a good job of getting to the line. Timmons there. Sebastian Lopez, the defensive end. Not much.
Yeah, it kind of looked like they were just trying to run a little inside zone there, but like you said, Scott, really wasn't a lot there. Pretty good job there by Royse City defensive front to kind of stop that for not too much of a gain, if any gain, maybe 1 yard.
Yeah, and you see Sam Laura, who has begun this game in a starter's capacity, coming all the way over to the sideline to get the play. Low snap, Laura's going to keep it. Cuts it back inside, nose forward, picks up a healthy 4 to set up a 3rd down and makeable 4 here was Billy Jones. The leader of the defense picks up his first stop.
Yeah, we take a look at the replay here. Laura, boy, thank goodness he was able to catch that ball because it looks like he wasn't really ready for it, but he was able to catch it and, again, get up the field and get some positive yards and put him in a makeable 3rd down position here.
Laura taking quite a hit right there, and a guy that was a little banged up from last week, but still yet gets the start. 3rd down and close to 5 here. Laura, a little pressure late, gets it off to a safety valve in the flat, and short of the 1st down. That's all they're going to get there is about 4 yards. Darius Sessions making the stop before Billy Jones can upend him. It's 4th down and short, and they're going to keep the offense out.
Yeah, I think, Scott, here you're in that kind of that part of the field. Sessions was able to make that catch and, you know, get up the field and, you know, put them in a position where they can possibly get this 1st down. And, again, you're down here. You need to go for it. I mean, you're in that kind of no man's land where, you know, going for the 1st down here is probably what you need to do.
A couple of tight ends in right here. Benson coming close. Everybody bunched up here on 4th down. Sniffer back right behind the guard. Get it straight ahead. This is Ladarius Sessions. Fought enough and got just enough to move the sticks.
Tell you what, we take a look at the replay here. Again, Sessions just straight up the field. Boy, got met right at the line of contact. And, yeah, he got it, boy, but he had to work for that. He didn't get it by much, but, again, way to make the ball move and keep the chain going.
Rowlett outgained by 20 yards here. They are down 7-0, trying to tie the game. They got a 1st down here at the plus 35-yard line. Trips wide side of the field. Laura deals with a low snap and over the middle. Benson was wide open at the post, a bust in the coverage, and the ball sailed on him.
Yeah, I tell you what, again, you kind of see here, we look at the replay, kind of dropped that ball, was a little low, and then, man, he had a man wide open down the middle of the field and just overthrew him. I know he wished he could get that back again.
Boy, the senior Benson, not that long, but he found a way to get open. Trips giving the secondary a problem there.
Yeah, and again, he was just, boy, just get the ball to him, and, you know, we got to score.
2nd down and 10. Laura on the out. Williams a little surprised the ball was there.
Yeah, I got that ball out a little quick, and so Williams hadn't quite braked yet. And, you know, again, just hadn't quite gotten that break. We look at the replay here. Again, Laura out, throwing it. Just didn't get quite turned around for that ball.
It was matched up with the safety Simmons there, as you saw that. Simpson, I should say, Demarion Simpson. Now it's 3rd down and long. What do you think about Laura coming over every snap and getting the play call here?
Yeah, I see him coming to do that. I don't know if that's something they have by design. I would think they would be able to signal that in, but that's something that they must have worked on.
Stay with trips, fake the blitz. Laura too tall, almost intercepted. Well, he's been off the last couple of times, and that's the aforementioned Demarion Simpson who almost had the interception.
Yeah, he had Simpson again, just a little play action. Got the ball out, but again, sailed on him and got it over his head. But if he could have just got that down just a little bit more, look at that, 1st down.
4th down and 10, and they're going to play field position with the conditions here. They have the wind, do the Eagles, and what rain continues to fall has put a damper on this Royse City fast offense, so they're going to play some field position with 3:13 to go in the 1st. At the 5-yard line. Here comes Powell. Trying to shake a man. Couldn't quite do it, Colbert, I should say. So they're pinned deep in their own territory.
Yeah, got them pinned down there where they want to get them at, and again, you also, when you kick the ball in weathers like this, Scott, you kind of hoping maybe the ball's so slick he might drop it, but then again, you're going to always go play that field position and try to pin them down into their end of the end zone.
Royse City coming back out. Again, the numbers not favorable here. Both offenses struggling here to start. Peoples is now going to quarterback. So a new quarterback here, and running back tracked down from behind. Brauhau, his 2nd stop. That time they handed the football off to Weister School.
Again, just stepping back and looking for another little counter coming around with the backside tight end, number 45, trying to kick him out, and just a good job by Rowlett on the defense.
2nd and 10, Peoples, man-to-man on the vert, and it goes incomplete. Got a flag down, maybe a potential pass interference or a hold. They try to hit Cross Joplin there. He is quite a dude, got the outside release.
Pass interference. Defense, number 7. 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic. 1st down.
15 big ones there on the pass interference.
Yeah, we take a look here. Boy, I tell you what, he did kind of reach out and grab that shoulder there a little bit, and that's what they obviously called. Again, penalties again coming back to maybe hurt you when you don't need them to do that for you.
That was Kenyon Thompson, that big physical tall corner. This time they're going to go with a screen here, and Daniel Jenkins tripped up just across the 30-yard line. And they're just kind of dinking and dunking and throwing a lot at him. Graham the stop.
Getting a little play action. People steps back, sets that screen up pretty good, and they're able to get it down the field.
Eli Smith also got there, pick up a 6, and again before the snap, we've got flags.
Yeah, and I tell you what, like you said, Scott.
Start. Offense number 75. 5-yard penalty, replay. 2nd down.
Those penalties can come in and kind of hurt you there. Again, kind of going fast-paced, and again, it takes timing and work to get that coordinated.
So Richardson start, now Peyton Peoples, who was 4 of 8 late in the game last week.
Timeout. Royse City. That's their 2nd of the half.
Royse City has burned 2 here in the 1st quarter. Gives us a chance to take a timeout, too. We're back in a moment, 7-0 in favor of the Bulldogs on GRS-TV.
The Garland ISD Education Foundation provides resources to support and enrich education for all students in the Garland Independent School District. Every dollar donated helps fund innovative teaching and learning initiatives. Choose today to impact a better tomorrow. For more information and to learn how you can give, visit gisdedfoundation.org.
Royse City in town under a brand new coaching staff trying to post a road victory. 10 minutes into this ball game, they've got a 7-0 lead. And the Bulldogs have the football 2nd down and 9 after they have had to burn the 2nd of 3 allotted timeouts here in this 1st half.
Yeah, you're right. And again, like we talked about, the penalties are going to be a big part of this game tonight.
Already been 2nd down and 9, and again, we've got a false start. You know, and as these penalties get racked up, as we see the faithful coming out here to Homer B. Johnson Stadium, but as they rack up these penalties, I tell you, it almost gives the officials license to be sort of nitpicky.
Yeah, I tell you what, you know, as you start seeing the penalties rack up, you know, you start seeing them start calling them a little more, it seems like.
Back-to-back false starts. Peoples goes short to Chapman on the hitch. Childs comes up from his safety position. Now it's 3rd down and 11 after a 3-yard pickup.
And again, like we said earlier, you know, it's the second game. Take a look here at the replay. Again, just a quick out pass. And, boy, just great defense from Rowlett rallying to the ball and actually made a great stop there and actually a tackle for loss.
Derek Childs, quite a player from that safety position. He's got a nose for the ball, always seems to be around it. Peoples is just going to fall down on it. And now it's 4th down and almost 20 inside the 20, and Royse City's got to get rid of it again.
Yeah, again, we take a look at the replay here. Just snap. Drop the ball. The ball's probably a little bit wet. Probably his best thing he could have did was just to fall down on that ball. But, boy, both teams need to kind of take a deep breath and start showing up some things and trying to get more consistent on what they're trying to do.
Really like to have a mulligan here on this first quarter, save for the nice touchdown drive by the Bulldogs to start. Emilio Brito to punt this thing away again. Going to get rid of it. Kenyon Thompson wanted nothing to do with it, and so the Eagles will have it back right around midfield.
Well, probably smart not to have anything to do with it there if that ball is still slick. Again, you're going to get good position, so let's see if the offense can come out and get something going.
Rowlett will have it right at midfield. The Eagles have thrown the pick, and they have also punted the football. This will be their 3rd possession of the game, and you know, they had a great summer. Rowlett had probably the best summer camp that they have had under 4th-year head coach Derek Alford. 49 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Read option. Again, not very much. Braxton Moore, one of the 3 running backs that they will use tonight, but he loses a yard.
Again, on the replay here, we're just looking at a little outside zone read option. And again, not much there. Just a great job by Royse City to react to the ball and get there and tackle him for a loss.
That was Jace Reed, the defensive end, who's really been kind of a surprise player, a guy that made a name for himself for Royse City in fall camp. And here he is making a good play. 2nd down, 11 now. Play action. A high toss juggled and brought down by Ryan Hamilton, who gets all the way down inside the 20. 37 yards on the connection before Billy Jones can track him down.
Well, again, just a great play. Get the ball out to Hamilton. Hamilton was able to jug it and get it down. Almost overshot him, but boy.
First 12 minutes in the books here at Homer B. Johnson, as this Eagle team trying to tie this ball game up on an explosive play. We're back in a moment on GRS TV. On the heels of the most explosive play of the game to end the first quarter, Rowlett trying to tie this ball game up. A 37-yard throw and catch to Ryan Hamilton, who is tall, long, just a young sophomore, bringing down that catch right there, his 2nd of the year. This is a swing pass. It's deflected, nearly intercepted by Powell. Jamarian Powell, the safety.
Yeah, I'm not for sure where Kerfhoff was going with that. You know, I didn't really see a Rowlett receiver over in that area. I think he thought the receiver was going to do something that he didn't do.
Again, you see a huddle right around head coach Derek Alford and company. Is Kirkhoff now in the ball game. Kirkhoff and Laura have been sharing time here. They've kind of been rotating series. Laura began this ballgame, had 2. Now it's Kirkup trying to hit the edge. Inside the 10. Close to a first down, a nice run before Billy Jones can shove him out of bounds, but he picks up 7 hard yards in the red zone.
Yeah, this is a good play here. Stuck it in, read that in, seen that in come inside, and was able to get around that corner and went and got some good yardage. Good play by Rowlett there. Again, trying to keep that ball and be consistent. And, man, they need to get something here.
Kirkup, a good runner, 5'11 junior, 4'8", 40 speed. He's athletic on the RPO, a baseball guy. Kind of makes you nervous, though, when he doesn't switch hands and put that ball close to the sideline.
Yeah, I tell you what, as wet as it is, you kind of want him to get that ball to that outside and make sure it doesn't get knocked out of his hand.
Play action to Moore, and again, high to Ryan Hamilton and wide. Kirkup misfires here. Billy Jones with big pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, it looked like Kirchhoff had, Hamilton going across the middle there, and again, just a little bit high.
And it looks like Moreno's going to come out, yeah. Aaron Moreno will try and put some points on the board on this 4th down and 4. Hamilton a little bit late getting out there, still 10 on the play clock. And Derek Alford, whose club was held to just 6 points last week, likes to try to put some points on the board here. And he will. 11:45 to play in the second quarter. Nice job by Aaron Moreno from 25 yards out to make it 7-3. We do have a flag down on the play here. Grady Dale looking over. Maybe a personnel issue. Maybe they had 12 guys on the field again.
They all didn't get set. 5-yard penalty, retry.
Now, did not get set. We saw Ryan Hamilton get out there late.
Yeah, Hamilton got out there a little bit late, but again, boy, we're talking about these penalties, and I tell you what, man, that's something that I think both coaches are going to talk about going in the halftime, that, hey, guys, settle down. Let's get rid of these penalties and play some good football.
Aaron Moreno has shown a propensity for a consistent leg swing. If you watch him in warm-ups, knocked that 25-yarder through with ease just a moment ago. This will be from 30. Nicely done. So he's not halted. And the lead cut to 4. Take a break, and we will continue. Royse City out in front 7-3.
Offsides. Defense. That penalty's declined. Extra point is good.
Back in a moment on GRS TV. Crowd here at Homer B. Johnson Stadium, week number 2. We are back in Garland, where Royse City has made the trek from I-30 over here to the Metroplex to take on the Rowlett Eagles, a team that finished just 3-5 in district play last year, 3-7 for the season. They haven't been to the playoffs in 4 years here, and they went back-to-back seasons in 17 and 18, just trying to keep the Dauber up and trying to keep moving forward here. We've got a flag down, surprisingly, on the kickoff. They stay outside, and what a nice play down there on that kickoff. Really good job by Xavier Watson, it appears. That's a really nice tackle.
I think we got offsides on the kickoff team again, from what it looks like.
Offsides. Kicking team, number 14. 5 yards will be added to the end of the run. First down.
All right, so in a 4-point game, Royse City back to work. We'll see what they have in store for us. It's just been a series of negative plays for both of these two offenses, save for a few explosives. That's about it. As we see the Bulldogs bring Jamian Richardson back out. We've seen Richardson and Peoples. Odd front here for Rowlett. Ball deflected by the defensive end. He got a hand up. It was Brauhau who came down from his linebacker position. Goes incomplete.
Yeah, again, looking here at the replay, just trying to get a little play action. Man, he got his hand up and knocked that down. Good job by that defensive end for Rowlett. Defense really hasn't been playing that bad. I mean, you know, both teams have done a good job defensively.
See Dewberry coming up here off the right tackle position. They'll run for maybe 3, possibly 4. Getting it to Xavion Brown. Brauhau again on the stop. Third down and 6 now for the Bulldogs. And it looks like we've got movement here, maybe an illegal snap.
Yeah, or I think we got an offside on that left tackle.
Nose guard was pointing. That was Holmes.
Third game on the defense. Insinuating the snap. 5-yard penalty. Replay, third down.
So he disrupted the snap.
Yeah.
Another 5-yard penalty. Offsides here on Royse City. Third down and short. A slew of penalties already in this game. Third down and 1, and they bang it straight ahead and pick up a first down. Holmes the stop, and Xavier Brown has been quite a weapon.
Yeah, I think they found something with Brown. They kind of keep going with him again, and again, he was able to get that ball inside and get good yardage.
Play action, good pass protection this time. Richardson lets it go. Underthrown, we've got a flag down. Boy, the cornerback trying to make up ground, and Graham making contact with the wide receiver, Chapman. Actually, Clark, he ran into Kamarian Clark, the target.
Pass interference. Defense, number 14. 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic. First down.
We cannot remember a game with so many penalties.
Yeah, there's been quite a few here. Scott, I thought actually Robinson was getting himself back in good position. All he had to do was kind of turn around and make a play on the ball.
Didn't know where the ball was, never did turn his head. Richardson, pressure, they let the end go, slant. Ball was off the mark. Had a chance to hit the intended target, and it goes incomplete. There's Thomas Neville. They're rotating a lot of guys in there at that wide receiver spot.
Yeah, they are. And again, I think Richardson, had a chance to, complete that pass. He just kind of let it float off his hand. He was open.
He can make all the throws. Been a little bit off tonight. Both quarterbacks, all 3 quarterbacks actually have struggled a little bit. Brown on the counter into the boundary. What a good job of finishing off the run on 2nd down and 10 to set up 3rd down and short. Childs with his 4th tackle of the half.
Again, looking at the replay here, we see a counter. We pull the backside guard, and the tight end comes around. Was able to bounce outside, and man, just lower those shoulders and go get something.
Well, he just took on Derek Childs, who's made a couple of good plays. He is a tough safety. When you can bull him over, that says something about your prowess. 3rd down and 4. Play action. Looking for the wheel route. Going to throw it that direction. Goal line and knocked away. A nice break up there on the edge by Graham, that cornerback. Graham is a really good corner. Again, they tried to hit Chapman.
Yeah, Graham was all over that.
Well, he was just waiting and waiting for that wheel to develop. Never took his eyes off of it.
Yeah. It looks like he placed, it looked like some film on that. The scouting report looked like he knew what that was going to be, a wheel route. He was able to stay in that hip pocket and, again, make a great play on it. And, again, he played the ball instead of just running into the receiver.
Kenyon Thompson gets really all the press for being a good cover corner, but Graham's done a good job tonight on the other side.
Yes, he has.
So Royse City going to burn their final timeout here with 9:38 to go in the first half on 4th down and 4, 7-3 game. Royse City the advantage here. And, the way that this game has developed. It's been frustrating, I'm sure, on both sides. It's been hard to call. A lot of mental miscues, some physical mistakes, a lot of mental mistakes. Certainly something for these coaches to talk about at halftime. And we're going to pop the film in over the weekend, and there's going to be a lot of teaching going on.
Oh, absolutely. Again, like we said, we know it's the second game, so you kind of expect some mistakes to happen. But, man, you got to try to eliminate some of these penalties because, again, like you said, Scott, these are mental mistakes that if you just concentrate and do what you've been coached to do, you can eliminate some of these. And some of these can actually be the difference between how this ball game is going to turn out.
7th play of this Royse City drive coming up. Remember, they had a 10-play drive to open up the game, had a short field, went 10 plays, 42 yards. Got the 1-yard touchdown run, and it took 3 or 4 plays to get it in the end zone from inside the 10 because Rowlett really bowed their neck. They toughened up inside the 10, and it took everything that they had. It was a 4th down and goal from about the 1-yard line. Here's 4th down and 4 for the Bulldogs. 9:38 to go until halftime. Trying to add to a 4-point lead. Show blitz, bring both backers. Richardson's in trouble. He throws it over the middle. He has a man. If he catches, it's a first down, and he got it. They credit him with the catch. What a job by Jake Solomon coming back for that football.
Yeah, Richardson looked like he was going to step up, and he stepped back, and, man, kind of Mahomes-like here, just threw it down the field, and, boy, he found Travis Kelce, I guess, with outstanding play.
Boy, he did, didn't he? Boy, a sidearm toss right there into the slot. Finding Thomas Neville for the second time on this drive. Derek Childs knocks him down, but a quick 7.
Well, like you said, boy, they went with that hurry up again. This quick play here. Richardson gets the ball out, gets it to number 2, Neville, and again, able to make a positive yardage.
2nd down and 4. Man-to-man coverage and a nice breakup that time. Boy, they were hoping for the pick 6. That was Tyree Graham again. They've been picking on him.
I'll tell you what, this is a great play by Graham there. Tell you what, this little play action, get it out, man, and boy, I tell you what, he was really, really close to going pick 6 on that one.
Byron Colbert's been matched up with Graham on this drive. It's been quite a matchup. That the Bulldogs trying to exploit here.
And again, Graham has just done an outstanding job, especially the last couple of plays. And, boy, again, I'd have to add that to some film study there because he broke on that perfectly.
3rd down and 3. You'd like to be able to line up and run. Ball's on the turf. Brown picks it up, trying to run forward, and he gets tripped up at the line of scrimmage by Vincent Martin, who always seems to make great plays.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that Martin's been all over the place. We look at the replay here. Ball on the ground. Boy, just lucky, man, that, boy, Brown was able to pick that up and kind of bounce right to him. Because that could have been a disaster for Royse City.
4th down, and Royse City going to try and kick a field goal of their own as they have Emilio Brito from 33 out. And he pushed it.
Well, I tell you what, that was a great job by Rowlett there, man. They bend a little bit, but they didn't break. And honestly, Scott,
Oh, wow.
First down.
Boy, Derek Alford has got to be beside himself. They get everything that they want. They see Royse City snap the football 10 times plus the field goal, their second 10-play drive of the half. They think they've got them off the field with a missed 33-yarder, and then, lo and behold, another penalty.
I thought they had him off the field, Scott. Boy, that is a penalty that you do not want to have happen, man. What a big game changer right there. Boy, you're going to get off the field. You got a chance to maybe come back with your chance with the offensive on the ball and come down, maybe tie the game up. And now, boy, you give them new life.
Here comes Richardson and Brown back out. Brown, the fullback, right next to him on that zone read. They give it to him. Rowlett trying to plug it up. Brown just powering for 2, maybe 3. That's his game between the tackles. Grady Holmes, that big play defensive end on the stop.
Yeah, I just like to give it to Brown inside and just let him pound to see what he can get.
Here's the snap on 2nd down and 8 on the slant. Ball tip, incomplete. Trying to hit Byron Colbert again, and Graham with another breakup, his second of the night.
Graham was right there, boy. Just an outstanding job by Graham. Getting a little play action, and Graham's right there to get that ball out and pull down that receiver's arm, not allow him to catch it.
3rd down and 8. Can they hold them again?
I'll tell you what, for all purposes, man, the Rowlett's defense has done a pretty good job here. I mean, they got them off the field, and then this crazy penalty there and breathe new life in them. But, man, we're going to see if they can bow their necks and do it again.
Richardson going to Brown, trying to set up maybe a 4th down play. Brown again for a couple, just trying to play peekaboo in there. But, boy, Rowlett has been gap sound from tackle to tackle.
Well, so far, Rowlett has done a good job on defense. Again, Brown's trying to get up inside, and, boy, Rowlett's converging on the ball, flying to the ball.
13 plays on the drive, and again, they're going to have to settle for a field goal. Make or miss here. Derek Alford's got to feel like this is a win.
Absolutely. I mean, the way that the defense is getting, if you kind of think about it, they've been able to come back again and stop them from getting a touchdown.
Brito from 23 this time. And the shorter field goal is money. And so this Royse City team extends it back to 7. They match their largest lead with 7:02 to play in the second quarter. We'll take a break. We'll continue from Homer B. Johnson Stadium in a moment. Royse City started that drive with their own 37. They get down in the red zone. They missed a field goal on a 4th down and 4, but offsides allowed them to keep the football. But Rowlett still holds, forced another field goal, and from 23 yards out, Emiliano Brito booms it through, and with 7:02 to go in the second quarter, Royse City's back out in front by a touchdown here, 10-3.
Well, like you said, Scott, Coach Alford has to be, pleased with his defense. I mean, again, they were able to hold them there to a field goal, and again, they're within striking distance to maybe come down here and tie this ball game up before the halftime comes.
But to hold them to 3 and keep it a 1-score game, that's a huge win, I think.
Absolutely, absolutely.
59 total yards for Rowlett, just 37 for Royse City right here. And now how about an onside? A sneaky onside. That ball's loose again. I think the Bulldogs have it. And they do.
Boy, I tell you what, that was pretty good play there. Caught him off guard. I thought the Rowlett player should just fell down on it. He tried to pick it up, and that's what you don't want to do. Just get down on the ball.
It was Brito who just kicked that field goal, and it almost seemed like Rowlett let the ball play them rather than playing the football.
Absolutely. Like I said, anytime you're looking at an onside kick, you got to go and get on the ball. You can't try to pick it up, because that's exactly what the defense wants you to do, because they know they have a chance to knock that ball out of your hand.
Drew Colvin's got to be happy about this. He wanted to control the line of scrimmage coming in. The Royse City head coach, and now the defense jump. It looked like the right tackle jumped too.
False start. Offense number 82. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Boy, hard counts, false starts, offsides, everything that we could see, we have seen.
Absolutely. And again, what a big change in the ball game. Like you said, Rowlett was able to hold him and had a chance to get this ball back. And boy, I tell you what, just a nice play. I mean, you got to give Royse City credit.
Yeah. And neither of these two teams really lit it up in terms of offensive proficiency last week. And this time Richardson just heaves this thing up, hoping a guy can make a play. And I thought for a moment that Powell might be able to come down with it, but it goes incomplete.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Richardson gets the ball, and he kind of just steps back. And, again, here we go with this Mahone type thing. Just throw it up. And, boy, actually had him out there.
Boy.
And, man, I don't know. Well, I tell you what, he sure wish he could have that back again.
Cordarian Powell had that thing. I think he got both hands on it, but had to contort his body so much. Couldn't quite make the play. And here comes Xavier Watson. Watson, a rare carry, picks up 4. Getting down to the 45-yard line. Watson, just the junior. Corey Smith makes his 4th tackle of the half. Now it's 3rd and long. 3rd down, 11. Richardson, quick pass, screen. Immediate catch by Neville, and he's brought down by Childs, who seems to always be there, but it's 4th down and 5, and will Drew Colvin, and the Bulldogs go for it.
Tell you what, I mean, I think with that onside kick, he was already indicating that they want to try to go down and get another score, so I would really bet they're going to go for this and just see if they can keep that ball away from Rowlett.
16 plays for this Bulldog team compared to 3 in this second quarter. They have really controlled the line of scrimmage, and that was the first key to success for the Bulldogs. They wanted to play fast and physical, executing the RPO game. The rain has made it tough. 4th and 5. And again.
Delay of game. Offense number 0. 5-yard penalty.
How about that?
Tell you what, we're seeing every penalty known to man here.
Well, you don't expect a delay of game for a team that likes to go fast.
Yeah, again, like we said, with it being the second ball game, they're still trying to work out things and get everybody on the same page.
So now they're going to have a change of heart. They'll go ahead and kick this football away with 5.5 to go, play field position here.
Well, honestly, I'll have to say again, good job by Rowlett's defense. They've held them again.
Emilio Brito to kick it away to Thompson. Kenyon Thompson, and a chance to return it, and he's got a little edge to the 30-yard line. Just a 15 on that return for Kenyon Thompson. Best return we've seen from either team tonight.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, absolutely. He's able to catch the ball. Looks like it's kind of drying off a little bit out down there, Scott, so maybe the ball won't be slipping again. He's able to catch his ball, tuck it away. Like to see him get that ball to that outside arm, especially when you get to that sideline. That's where they can knock it out of your hand. But again, he was able to get up and get some positive yard. It's kind of what Coach Alfred's looking for. Again, you know, for all the things that have happened, they still have a chance to go down and tie this game up.
And when you take a look at the scoreboard, and Rowlett only down 7, and there's been a tremendous disparity. We talked about 13-3 just in that last drive alone in terms of plays being run. It's hard for a defense to do that. Nice stretch handoff to the short side of the field as they get it to Kellen Cottrell with Billy Jones forcing him out. First time he's been able to get to the edge. Picks up 5.
Yeah, was able to get it to Cottrell out here on the end. He was able to get up and get 5 yards. And again, good-looking play. And this is going to be crucial for Rowlett right now to be able to at least hold this ball and eat up some clock.
Cottrell not a big guy, but he's shifty. Really saw that lane on that last play. 2nd down and 4, blitz coming, and the quarterback, Kirkup, is going to go ahead and keep this. Does not get to the line of scrimmage. A tackle for a loss. We've seen 4 of those so far. That time it was Kyron Reyes, backup cornerback, that made that play.
Yeah, Laura there was trying to read a little bit, and I don't think he made the right read on that one. He might have should have gave that one. Again, tried to get up inside, and Royse City was ready for that and came up and made a great play in the backfield.
Sam Laura, a guy that really knows the offense, and right now he's got to know that you can't turn the ball over here, down a touchdown, this part of the field. They're going to go ahead and hand the football off. He needs 5. He's got it. What a great run. They found something. And this time, Rowlett able to get the ball in the hands of Cottrell, who's been big. Powell, the safety, had to go get it, but not before they moved the sticks.
Yeah, just get that ball back into Cottrell's hand. Again, he was able to run and do the same play they had did before the previous play and able to come back and get positive yardage. He got positive yardage the first time they ran that play, and he was able to come back and do it again.
Really mixing up personnel here. Ladarius Sessions will come in and play running back right next to Sam Laura, the number 2 quarterback, trying to keep everybody fresh. 4 wides. First down from the 43-yard line. Play action for Laura. Tucks it. Got a flag coming in 2 here, perhaps for a hold. Threw it at the feet of James Dawson. First time he's been targeted tonight. You got 2 flags down. Brady Dale, our lead official. out of the Dallas chapter.
There are fouls by both teams. Holding, offense number 70, holding, defense. Those penalties offset, replay the down.
So offsetting holding fouls. Well, you don't see holding on the defense call very often.
No, you don't. You really don't. It seems like we get like 1 or 2 plays and then a penalty, 1 or 2 plays and a penalty. Again, like you said, Scott, they definitely going to go in halftime and talk about this, because this game is going to actually come down to who gets the least amount of penalties coming back out in this second half.
Thought they were going to call hands to the face where those 2 flags were thrown, one on each team. Laura, delay give on first down and 10 as we approach the 4-minute mark here in this first half. Picks up 3, maybe 4. Cottrell again, Billy Jones with the stop.
Again, looking at the replay, Cottrell's just trying to take it up inside. He didn't see anything there, was able to bounce outside and get some positive yards. He's doing a good job running the ball right now.
He is. You know, Jones did a good job of forcing him back inside. Jones, a guy that's a returning starter for this Royse City team. Relentless effort. Had an interception last week. He's had a good first half. Second down and 7 for Rowlett. On the RPO, look out, pressure on Laura. He loses the football. They're going to call it incomplete. The head linesman.
We have an incomplete pass. The quarterback pitched the ball forward, incomplete pass.
Apparently he was shoveling that thing.
I guess so, boy. I tell you what a break here. We look at the replay. Again, fakes it inside, and, man, he's rolling, and wow. I mean, hey.
Boy, how about Billy Jones getting in there with big pressure? I am shocked that they called that a pass as well. And that's the head linesman that made that call, Salvador Garcia, and it had to be cloudy for him down there. There was a lot of traffic.
Yeah, we're going to just say maybe he was blocked out and couldn't see what that was, because it kind of looked like he lost that ball there. But, again, doesn't matter really what we think. He made the call, and Rowlett's able to live for another down.
The head linesman wasn't the only one that lost it for sure. Third down, 6. Rowlett down a touchdown. Got time here. Or on the play action. Got a man wide open. Right down the chute. Here goes Jalen Benson to the end zone for the 53-yard score. His first touchdown of the year.
Wow, just a great play. Was able to catch him on that slant, and boy, once he broke across that middle, he was wide open and able to get down the field. And man, that's what we was talking about. That defense played good enough to allow Rowlett to be able to come back and get back in this ball game.
This is a Rowlett team, again, under fourth-year head coach Derek Alford, and one of the things that Derek was a little bit concerned about, one of the things that they were talking about, another penalty. I bet we're averaging a penalty every other play.
Well, that's what I said, Scott. We get 2, a penalty, 2,
Yeah.
a penalty. I'm telling you, man, whoever eliminates these penalties are going to win this ball game. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that.
False start on the offense, 5-yard penalty, retry.
But the adversity last week for Rowlett, they lost 38-6 against South Grand Prairie. Gave up 5 of 6 third and long plays on conversion attempts. South Grand Prairie just made explosive play after explosive play, and Rowlett had dropped passes. They had 3 interceptions. But Coach Alford said we can't get down. We can't be a front runner. We have to always maintain that even keel. You should never be able to look at us and tell if we're winning or losing. And tonight, some things have gone against them, but they continue to fight. And there's a block on the extra point. They can turn this into 2 points. Royse City with some speed after the block. The dive's no good, but tripped up at the very last. John Abrama, who's a terrific cornerback, picked that ball up, and it goes no good on the PAT.
Just a good block. Number 7 was able to get across it. Powell was able to get there, playing both sides of the ball, and able to get that ball knocked down. And, boy, just good effort here. I tell you what, great job to stop that.
Boy, that was Ryan Hamilton. That saved him 2 points.
It sure did. It's going to be interesting to see where that falls back into the game. That's just a great effort by Hamilton, not giving up on that play. And it kind of alludes to what you were talking about, Scott, that, you know, Rowlett's trying to build that culture over there where they don't give up you don't stop for anything. And again, I'm really been impressed with the defense, what they have done in terms of keeping them in the game, because boy, if you kind of think about it, this could be a 21-24 type ball game. Instead, it's 10-9.
Could absolutely be a 3-score game right here. You've got to credit the effort by Rowlett. I've been impressed with what they've done in the trenches tonight.
Absolutely. You know, again, when you looked at last week, they gave up 38 points, so I know there had to be a point of emphasis to this week in practice. You know, let's go out and let's eliminate and stop the other team from being able to get that many points, because if we do that, we can be in the game at any time.
Unofficially, 12 penalties between the two teams tonight. You look at the running back situation. We have had 5 different players carry the football for Rowlett. Royse City's had 6 different players carry the ball. Each team has played 2 quarterbacks. We've had personnel changes all over the map tonight. We've had as many changes in personnel, I think, at the skill spot as we've had penalties.
Yeah, I think you're right, Scott.
High short kick here, trying to avert the long return. It's not really the guy you want to kick it to. He can run the football, but this time he gets slowed up here. And the running back, Xavier Brown, only able to get to around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Robertson was able to come down for Rowlett and make a great play there. Good coverage.
So Royse City will have this football back. 3:26 to play in the second quarter at their own 29. Right. Richardson 4 of 13, 45 yards. Peoples 2 of 2, but for just 9 yards. This is Richardson, flag down. Quick pass to Ward. Ward trying to shake the first guy on the screen. You get a flag on each side of the field here. Holmes got there first, the end. He's a guy that made his first varsity start last week. Very athletic. Probably as athletic as Vincent Martin.
Yeah, absolutely.
The other end. Brady Dale, our lead official tonight. That flag came out immediately on the snap.
Legal formation on the offense. 5 men in the backfield. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Formation issues, false start issues, delay of game issues, holdings.
Yeah.
That's the 13th penalty between the two teams. Accepted penalty.
Yeah, and again, you know, like we said earlier, man, just you're going to have to work to get these penalties eliminated.
Handoff. Boy, that D-line again coming up to make a play. Daniel Jenkins getting slung around down there. Another nice play by Harrison and Smith.
Again, pulling that backside guard around, trying to get up inside power a little bit, and boy, Rowlett was all over that.
No gain on the play. And they go quickly. Heave it deep. On the go, he's got a man. Open, Ward, he's got it. And he's going the distance. 74 yards on the touchdown.
Wow, Richardson was just stepping back. Boy, he's seen 91 coming in his face. Good pressure, but boy, that DB let him get behind him. Ward was able to get behind that DB, and man, there you go, off to the races.
Jamel Ward, 74-yard touchdown pass. Well, he got behind the D, as you mentioned, the outside release. What a throw by Richardson, who put it right where he needed to. And the point after by Emilio Brito is good. 2:46 to play, an 8-point lead now for Royse City. Take a break and we will continue on GRS TV. Two plays, and they go 74 yards on the touchdown drive. 2:46 to go here in the second quarter. 17-9, Royse City with the advantage. And they do it with a big play.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Richardson was able to stand in there. Big number 91 for Rowlett was in his face, but Richardson was able to stay in that pocket and get that ball up. And, man, what a tremendous pass. Ward was able to get behind the DB, and, man, you let him get behind you, you're probably going to have a hard time catching him. So just an outstanding play by Royse City to get that touchdown on that play.
Richardson's third touchdown pass thrown of the year. Again, just 44% last week. Still only down one score here. Rowlett, chance on the return. Picking his way on the return is Cottrell. Kellen Cottrell, as a running back, fails to get to the 20-yard line. 2.5 to go in this second quarter.
Yeah, we just got to see if Rowlett can control this ball. And if anything, Scott, get out of this half without letting Royse City have a chance to get a quick, easy score. Because right now you're still in this ball game. You still have a chance. And you just don't want to give them anything easy at this point.
No, you don't. And I know that with the way things have sort of transpired, you almost kind of want to get out of here and get to halftime and talk about some of these mental mishaps that we've seen on both sides.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the thing about it is, again, if we can just, Rowlett can just kind of control this clock and eat up this clock and get something positive out of here, that's what they need to do.
Laura's going to give it to Cottrell, who's got a good burst, one of the better runs from scrimmage tonight. He's got close to first down yardage here.
We look at the replay here. Again, Cottrell, they just went to the opposite side, but he's been able to get around that corner. And so I think they've kind of found something with him trying to get to that outside.
Gave him 10 on that run. See why he's the starter. Small, shifty, really fast. He's got really nice vision. We've seen him make runs to the edge tonight, but he can get vertical in a hurry. First down and 10, still have plenty of time. Eagles again, back to Cottrell. This time they're waiting on it. Nice play by the Bulldogs. Williams and company swarming Caden Williams, who's a dog in those trenches.
Yeah, that was just a good job by Royse City, able to come out and make just a great play again. Trying to get it to Cottrell, trying to get him on that outside again. But that time the Bulldogs are ready and swarmed.
He is fast, he is physical, and Williams just a young sophomore. He's got a big, bright future ahead. He's got a good body, too, down there.
Yeah, he does. He looks good in uniform.
Second down and 10. 4-2 nickel, and before the snap, again, movement.
False start. Offense, number 70. 5-yard penalty remains second down.
Omar Alcron, the right tackle, called that time.
Again, when you're trying to get something going, you definitely don't want to get those unnecessary penalties.
Please set the game clock to 150. 150 on the game clock.
And this really is it, because you've got Royse City coming up. You got them tonight, but you've got South Garland coming up next week after the Royse City game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, district's ready to get going, and so you really would like to get you something going before you get into district.
Trips look, ball deflected and picked off by Simpson. Simpson with the interception, Demarion Simpson, and there's the turnover that you had alluded to.
Absolutely, that is exactly what you did not want to have happen. Again, Lars stepping back, looking down the field, and, man, deflected. And, boy, number 23 is right there. Simpson able to make a great play on the ball. And this is what we were talking about, Scott. You don't want to let them get an easy, quick score right now with about 1:33 to go. You just needed to hold on to that ball and control that clock. And unfortunately for Rowlett, that's not the case.
The City's got it back. Plus 24-yard line, 1:33 to go. They do not have a timeout remaining. And they have owned the time of possession. They have probably 50% more snaps. That time the right guard moves on Royse City.
False start. False start. Offense number 54. 5-yard penalty remains. First down.
think Grady Dale false started on that call.
Yeah, it looks like it, like you kind of said there earlier. I know you weren't really trying to be serious, but it's like you said, sometimes when they start calling them, they just keep calling them.
I mean, doesn't it seem like that?
Yeah,
it just
it
almost
does.
gives them license to do that. He's trying to set up a screen here. Off his back foot to the near side. Is that ball picked off? It is. Intercepted. Boy, one interception deserves another, and that time you see Brian Colbert, who's been everywhere, make that play.
Again, Richardson stepping back. He's done this a couple times. Just starts backpedaling and then kind of throws it up there. So, again, I don't know if he was thinking he was going to get the same result.
Like conduct on number 6. Takes his helmet off in the field of play. Half the distance to the goal, first down.
Big pressure by Vincent Martin. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, Big Martin's been all over the field. Again, a great play. You get the interception, but then you take the helmet off on the field. You know, again, we tried to go down the score with a minute 26, and so, you know, again, you back yourself up, and now you make it really hard.
Well, Laura has been throwing off his back foot a lot. He's gambled a few times, and now you've got Rowlett with their back against the wall, but he'll make some throws like that.
Yeah, and the thing is, you know, you don't get this penalty, maybe at the very least you could go down and get a field goal.
Quarterback draw all the way here. Nothing doing. 1:21 to go. No, they can't stop the clock. I would not be shocked to see them go back into victory formation here. Billy Jones, I bet he's got 7 tackles in this first half.
Yeah. And I mean, at this point, when you kind of, you know, got pushed back into your own end zone, you know, in terms of being back down on your side of the football field, you know, you can't really take too many chances down here because, again, they did just avoid what we were talking about earlier, allowing Royse City to go down and get a quick score. So, boy, whatever you do here now, you just really want to eliminate that opportunity.
River Kirkov back at that quarterback position. And he's going to take a snap in the end zone. Always makes you a little bit nervous. Just a simple straight handoff. And that should get us to halftime, as they gave the ball right back to Colbin. And so Williams makes the tackle, and that should do it. But interesting first half, a one-score game after 24 minutes. Rowlett's right there. This Royse City offense putting up 17 tonight after they were limited to 22 last week and permitting 55 defensively. But they're going to talk about it. They'll regroup, and we'll see how the next 24 minutes go.
Absolutely. Again, you know, like we said, the fact that, you know, Rowlett is just one score down. I mean, you know, still got an opportunity. And again, I think they played really smart down there on that drive there, Scott. Don't take a chance, and let's just get on out of here and into halftime.
So halftime at Homer B. Johnson. Royse City with a 17-9 lead on the road against Rowlett. We'll take a break, and we will continue the halftime show coming up on GRS TV.
The Garland ISD Education Foundation provides resources to support and enrich education for all students in the Garland Independent School District. Every dollar donated helps fund innovative teaching and learning initiatives. Choose today to impact a better tomorrow. For more information and to learn how you can give, visit gisdedfoundation.org.
Captain Haley Zinger, Captain Haley Patterson, and Captain Haley Andrews. Deb of the Week is Alejandra Pena. Spirit Girl of the Week is Jillian Helms. The Golden Dads are under the direction of Director Mrs. Savannah Robinson and Assistant Director Ms. Taylor Gibbons. Tonight, please welcome your 2024-2025 Golden Dads as they perform their drum routine to Crazy Train. Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, please welcome to the field the Royse City High School Mighty Bulldog Band. Drum makers for the Mighty Bulldog Band are Catherine Knickerbocker, Faith Masaria, Aaron Myers, and Jada Instead. Outstanding marchers of the week are Calvin Shaw, Giselle Davenport, and Dominic Avila. Outstanding leadership team members of the week are Edie Hawk, Kendrick Dom, and Catherine Knickerbocker. Outstanding section of the week is the drum line. The band will be performing the first half of their UIL competition show entitled Frequency, featuring music and design by Dr. Matthew Pelosa, Doug Fullwood, and Michael J. Miller. Here is your Royse City High School Mighty Bulldog Band. Shining Star Award goes to sophomore Shermichael Jones. Angel of the Week is freshman Amaya Martinez. SRB of the Week is awarded to the dance team member that has led by example and excelled in practices all week. Congratulations to senior Megan Doucette. The SRB for performing a pattern routine to accomplishment. Sit back and enjoy this blast from the past as the SRB sets from the Bulldogs back in time. Several dancers are under the direction of Mrs. Cooper. Thank you to the audience stepping in Ladies and gentlemen, the Garland Independent School District proudly presents their 6-time state UIL participant, the Rowlett Eagle Mighty Eagle Marching Band. The band is led on the field by drum makers Jackson Nelson, Raimundo Guerrero, and Gerardo Hernandez. Tonight, the band will be performing music from their 2024 UIL marching show, Enlightened. Sections include Fly to Paradise by Eric Whitaker, Church Windows by Ottorino Respighi, and Simple Song by Leonard Bernstein. And now, your Rowlett Mighty Eagle Band! ladies and gentlemen, the Rowlett High School Mighty Eagle Band. The band is under the direction of Renee Lira, Elizabeth Duck, Jeff Carmona, and L'Oreal Riker. A special thank you to GISD Superintendent Dr. Ricardo Lopez, GISD Director of Visual and Performing Arts, Mr. Joseph Figueroa, and Rowlett High School Principal, Mr. David Dunphy.
For over 20 years, I've been a proud spokesperson for accident and injury chiropractic and the coach treatment. Why? Because the coach treatment has worked for me, my family, my friends, and tens of thousands of injured persons just like you. If you've been injured in a car wreck, you need to get the respectful, professional care you deserve. You need to insist on accident and injury chiropractic. Don't settle for anything less.
All right, football fans, let both teams hear it. It is second halftime action. Our first ball game, let them hear it. And here comes the Bulldogs.
A fun first half, a lot of quick strikes. Both teams coming out of the locker room. We're live here at Homer B. Johnson Stadium as we see a 17-9 score out there on the big board. The visitors, the Bulldogs of Royse City, with the advantage, and they got it started quickly tonight. They scored on their very first drive of the game. It was a 10-play drive, 42 yards. It consumed over 4 minutes on the clock, and for a team that likes to go quick, boy, they sure scored quick tonight. And Rowlett looking to get back into the postseason for the first time since the early 2020s here. And we saw this Royse City team, again, take the football. Royse City won the toss, deferred, and they got off to a very quick start. But, boy, the hitting was fast and furious. A big hit by Brauhau. But it was tough sledding inside. I think Rowlett has played very tough inside. It took a while. It took 10 plays, but they finally, on that fourth down, they got the 1-yard touchdown run by Richardson on that 4th and 1 play. That made it a 7-0 ball game and tried to come back. Again, it's been a lot of defense, a lot of that, what you just saw with Brauhau coming up from behind and making a play. But how about that quick strike right over the middle on that bobbled ball? And that went all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And they got the field goal to make it 7-3. So the 30-yard Aaron Moreno field goal. Rowlett comes back. And they just kept coming and kept coming. And then the quick slant. That was a big quick slant for the touchdown, which made it 10-9 at that point. And you had the play action, and right off his back foot, Richardson throwing it deep and found his man, Ward, 74 yards for the touchdown to make it 17-9 at that point. And that was pretty much how the first half ended. So we are underway here in the second half. 17-9 our score. The Bulldogs with the advantage, and we're going to see Rowlett go on offense to begin the second half. They're only down by a score.
Well, they're only down by a score. I'll tell you what, if they can control the ball and maybe get back down here and get a score, I'll tell you what, they can turn this whole game around.
Laura going to hand the football off, and immediately they've turned it over twice already and make it 3 times as the Bulldogs have it back.
We look at the replay here again. Just good outside run. He had some good yardage there, but boy, just a nice hit. Knocked the ball out of his hand, and boy, fumble recovery by Royse City. And again, boy, I tell you what, Rowlett is just continually shooting themselves in their own feet. You know, I tell you what, you know, they had the chance to come out here and maybe get things turned around, but boy, you sure don't want to give Royse City a short field like that.
Ladarius Sessions coughing it up for the first time in this ball game. So a couple of picks and now a fumble, and it's +2 in terms of the turnovers for Royse City. And there's a tough snap, and from behind, down he goes. Richardson, who had a good first half, gets knocked down by DeAndre Brauhau, who's had a good ball game tonight.
Yeah, that was just a good play there. Here comes Brauhau off the edge, and man, boom, boy, just a little bit quicker. He might have been able to knock that ball out of there, but just a great play to kind of keep Rowlett in this game and kind of make Royse City move back and have to think of something else here.
2nd down and 17. Looks like the wide receiver out left got out to a quick start, but they hit Kamarian Clark on that quick hitch.
Again, looking at the replay, just a Richardson step back, little play action, and man, gets the ball out. And boy, I tell you what, looks like I guess he caught that, but it looked like he kind of dropped it there.
I guess they ruled it incomplete. 3rd down now, 3rd and 17. Here comes the blitz. Play action and a slant behind Chapman that time.
Yeah, just a quick slant here, a little play action behind Chapman. Boy, threw it behind him. Probably got it out in front of him. You know, that might have been a completion. But, boy, again, hey, Rowlett's defense was able to step up, come out after a turnover, get a big stop. So I think Coach Alford has to be pleased with what this defense has done in terms of giving them a chance to still be in this ball game.
Brito, who shares the kicking and punting duties, will kick this thing. 4th down and 17 from the +40. Going to play field position again in a 1-score game. Trying to get personnel fixed.
Royse City.
And Royse City
That's
calls the
first
timeout with some issues.
Again, little player personnel issue there, and Royse City was having to call that timeout. Boy, but again, big swing here because, you know, boy, Royse City could have went down and got that quick score, but again, Rowlett was able to come out and make a stop. So, again, here we are.
And, you know, with the problems that they've had on offense, the Eagles have done a good job at times, particularly defending from 50 yards or in closer.
Absolutely, because if you look at it, I mean, Royse City has started off in some pretty good field position, and again, you know, you can see some growth in the defense in terms of, you know, they're able to hold them right now still to just 17 points and keep Rowlett in this ball game.
Penalties have been the issue. 18 penalties between the two teams, 10 against Rowlett. The two teams have been right around 150 total yards per team. Just 18 yards on the ground for Royse City, 51 yards on the ground for Rowlett. The game has seen 2 quarterbacks, 4 turnovers in the game. This will be the 3rd possession of the half. Brito gets it away this time, looking for a coffin corner. It checks up at the 1-yard line, and are they going to call it a touchback? They have not gotten an official signal here. They may give him, they mark it at the 1-yard line.
Wow, boy, what a great punt right there. You can't ask for anything better than that.
So it looks like Rowlett's going to be 99 yards away. How about that ball checking up there at the 1?
Yeah, I tell you what, you couldn't plan it better than that if you wanted to. It looked like it was going to go into the end zone.
We got a touchback. The ball will be on the 20-yard line.
Okay, they are going to call it a touchback.
Okay, because I kind of thought either way it kind of went in there, and then certainly I thought the Royse City player did knock that ball into the end zone before he was able to get a control of it or possession of it.
He was, and you've got to be able to kill it and not have your body go into the end zone.
Right, absolutely.
Laura, 2 of 8 in that first half, just 57 yards. A touchdown, 2 picks, comes out at quarterback. I thought it might be Kirchhoff that started. A sweep. Quick sweep here to Cottrell, who's been able to hit the edge. Only 2 yards that time. Kamarian Powell from the safety spot gets him.
Well, they've been going through Cottrell out here on this outside, and they've been able to get positive yardage out of it. I don't think they've been stopped as far as any negative yardage, so it's something that they've seen and they feel comfortable with doing it. And again, they're getting positive results out of it.
Positive results, getting some pretty decent blocking out there on the edge too. Gotta like that. Second down and 7. Trying to get the ball spotted. First couple of weeks for teams and officials too.
Right, absolutely. Everybody's kind of learning what's going on.
Fake the zone, throw the slant, but off the mark, Benson can't reel it in. Jalen Benson. Again, Laura, 2 of 8 in the first half. Cottrell ran for 29 yards. Your leading rusher for either of the two teams in this game has seen 12 different ball carriers.
Wow, that's amazing, you know, because you think by looking at this game, you'd had somebody with a little bit more yardage, but again, just, you know, tough goings here in the game, and penalties killed a lot of this.
Third down and 8. Laura on the corner route, finds his man. A flag comes out. Alfred Williams, his first grab of the day. He had 4 catches last week.
Laura was able to step back here in the pocket, get his feet set, and just get it down the field, and he was able to find Williams there for a good catch and a great game.
Williams, a great route runner, great corner. Let's check out the penalty flag here.
We have a legal block, offense number 5, half the distance, third down.
Jalen Thomas is the one down. He was questionable. We didn't know if he was going to play tonight. Got injured, a little banged up in week 1. Last year, a guy that caught 27 balls, 6 grabs for a touchdown. Had 8 catches in week number 1. Dropped 3 balls last week. But maybe the best all-around offensive player that they have. And they do not want to see him go down, not just necessarily for this game either.
Right, absolutely. Again, you know, we just looking at our second game, so we got a long season to go. And so we certainly hope that young man is okay and be able to come back into this game, and certainly, if not this game, be able to come back next week sometime. Again, we're looking at these penalties, and, boy, I tell you what, you know, had good positive yardage there, great catch and everything, and then now we get the below the waist penalty as far as a cut block, and, again, brings us back. Look at the replay here. This little play action, able to get the ball down the field. That right there, just a little bit underthrown there. He did actually have his man open, Benson, boy. So I tell you what, just need to get that up just a little bit higher in order to be able to make that be a reception and get some positive yardage out of that.
They've had only 3 catches tonight among the 3 receivers that they've targeted. Benson, Hamilton, Sessions have been the only 3 to make a catch. On the other side for Royse City, 7 different pass catchers there. Thomas Neville, the only receiver, though, with multiple grabs. You get a chance to look at this. So we're looking for a potential high-low right there, but how about that throw and a nice acrobatic catch?
Yeah, that was just a great play there. And, again, you know, like we said, you know, had something good going. You was able to get things kind of going. And, man, then you get a penalty that has to bring it back. Looks like number 11 over there, Sebastian Lopez, coming off the field for Royse City.
Laura finds a man, but it overshoots him. Boy, he got behind the defense. Billy Jones with pressure that time. Otherwise, might have been able to hit Kellen Cottrell.
I'll tell you what, Cottrell was able to just, you know, sneak up inside, you know, not looking for the back, and, man, just overthrew him. He's wide open. Just get that ball down and into his hands, and he's off to the races. Boy, that was a big opportunity right there to get right back in this ball game.
Well, I said that was Thomas that was down. It was actually Sebastian Lopez that was down. That defensive end, that high-motor defensive end.
Well, you went from an opportunity to maybe get a touchdown now to having to punt the ball. And, again, you don't see those things sometimes, but, boy, when you go back and look at the games, you kind of start to see, man, if we could have just got that pass right there, we would be right back in this ball game. And now we're punting the ball.
Offense number 3, 5-yard penalty. Replay
Wow,
fourth down.
delay of game on the punter, Daniels. Richard Daniels on a delay of game. We We've had, I think, 3 delays tonight, countless procedure penalties. Marion Simpson back deep to receive. Daniel's going to run with it on a rugby. Going to take off. Tackle from behind. They got him by the back of the jersey. A horse collar maybe giving him a first down here.
Yeah, we're gonna have a horse collar here, or we're gonna have a unsportsmanlike conduct here on a hit coming in by one of the Rowlett players. So it depends on what he's gonna call here.
Personal foul, horse collar, defense number 20, 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, automatic first down.
If you open up the dictionary and look at bailout penalty, that might be it.
Boy, I tell you what, that is it right there. I don't know what was going on right there, because honestly, I thought even though we look at the replay, the ball did bounce down, but he's got to still try to be able to kick that ball. But again, in this case, what do you say? You know, he's able to, you know, take off down the sideline and get a horse collar and then, man, get a first down. Tell you what, again, like we've been talking about these penalties. And again, in that case, Royse City just hurt themselves right there.
You know, the 80s Raiders would be envious tonight seeing all of these penalties.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow. Grabbed him by the back of the jersey and slung him down. Boy, they just can't seem to get away down there. It was Braxton Moore getting slung around by Byron Colbert.
Again, Braxton Moore is taking the ball, trying to get to outside, but boy, number 6 there for Royse City, Colbert, was able to make a great play and get a tackle for loss.
Another tackle for a loss. We've seen 7 or 8 of them tonight. Second down, 14, call it, from their own 22-yard line. And the Eagles, South Garland coming up, and then they'll be at Naaman the next 2 weeks.
Timeout. Rowlett. That's their first timeout of the half.
I'm going to talk about it. Doesn't seem like it right now, but hey, Rowlett's still in striking distance, still a 1-possession game.
Yeah, and you know, sooner or later they have to realize we have to make a play here. We got to get something positive. I just think, Scott, if they're able to just control the ball and just move it down the field. At this point right now, I'm just saying eat up some clock. Let's eat up 6-7 minutes of this clock.
Well, and the problem is you can't run the football. These two teams struggling to run the football tonight. Just 45 yards on the ground for Royse City, 68 for Rowlett. So it's been an issue tonight.
Absolutely, and I think that was something that both teams were really looking at when they came in tonight. Some consistency on both sides of the ball, but specifically trying to get that offense going.
Kirkup, the quarterback now. Laura quarterbacked him the last drive. Kirkup throwing off his back foot. Had a man open on the post deep, but Jalen Thomas can't run underneath it, or rather Benson, and it goes incomplete. Tyson Timmons with some big pressure down inside. Well, he is a monster in the middle. Tyson Timmons, he is tough to stop. A lot of guys inside are kind of space eaters. Not a guy like Timmons.
Yeah, again, you know, I've been pretty impressed with both fronts tonight. You know, Royse City and Rowlett. I mean, the defenses have done a fairly good job tonight in terms of, you know, keeping their teams in the game.
Timmons, a guy that's big and athletic, got a chance to play perhaps at the next level. 3rd and 13. Kirkup, quick throw to the sticks. He's got a man, a little short of the first down, but again, they target Jalen Benson, makes the catch in traffic.
Yeah, we look at the replay. Kirkup able to step back, finds Benson over there, good catch, and just maybe 1 yard short of the first down. We'll have to see where they mark that ball.
If the game were as close as it is, I'm wondering if they might not go for it, but instead they're going to punt.
Yeah, you kind of in that land where, you know, probably this is the safest thing to do, probably the right thing to do. Again, the defense hasn't really been playing that bad, so again, you kind of maybe going to rely on them to be able to come up with a stop.
6-play drive. You got a fake coming up right here. On 4th down, they're going to move the sticks.
Well, that's a big-time call right there. Hats off to Coach Alfred and his staff, because that was a big-time play, and they were able to get the result they wanted. So, man, just outstanding here. Fake punt, hike the ball to the up man, and, boy, he was able to go get that first down. So, boy, tremendous play there and keep the drive alive.
So they did want to go for it, but they do it unconventionally.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, big play for Rowlett.
Keep their offense out on the fake punt. Big play right there. They're going to keep Kickoff out there, I would think, at quarterback, and he is. Hand the football off. This is Cottrell, their best back, but this time can't seem to get to the edge. They know he tries to get there. Now Simpson runs him down from that safety spot.
Yeah, again, trying to get Cottrell out to the outside. Again, they've had some success with that, but this time Royse City was waiting for that and ready for that play. But again, key thing here, eat some of that clock up. Eat some of that clock up and not give Royse City the opportunity to go down and score.
Powell and Simpson, both the safeties for Royse City. They can run sideline to sideline.
Yeah, they've been very active tonight, and I've been very impressed the way they come downhill.
2nd and 13 now after the tackle for a loss. Good pass protection. High toss into big-time traffic, and I thought for a moment we might see that ball picked off as Jeremiah Byers was there. Williams targeted him. Big pressure, though, by Williams.
Again, Kickoff back, and boy, just kind of overthrows. I don't know. You kind of have Williams coming across there, but again, kind of a little bit behind it. And boy, that could have been a dangerous pass right there.
Byers was there. They are surrounding. They are swarming receivers. Safety help has been big tonight for this Royse City team. 3rd and 12. Kickoff on the corner. Too tall. And as soon as that ball arrived, Alito Williams got smashed right in the back by Powell. Safety.
Take a look at the replay here. Kickoff is back, able to get the ball down, but again, just a little bit over his head. I mean, it was a little window there, and I seen right where he was trying to put it in, but just a little bit over the head, and unfortunately wasn't able to make that reception.
They've hit that corner route a couple of times. It's been open. One time they hit it, one time they missed it. Richard Daniels kicks it to the near side to try to avoid a return. It's a short kick of about 27 yards, but it keeps Royse City on this side of midfield.
Yeah, I think this, actually this might be the worst starting field position for Royse City, it seems like, in a long time.
Well, you look at the last two drives, they've begun on the plus 24, the plus 34. One ended up being an interception, the initial drive there to end the half, and then that last drive ended up resulting in a punt. But you're right, they have begun a number of possessions on at least the 42-yard line or better. Their own 40 right now. This time a good run down inside. It's been tough sledding down inside for Royse City, and a lot of that is because of that man Grady Holmes, who made the tackle of Daniel Jenkins. Jenkins again gets the call on 2nd and 5, but before that, a procedure penalty.
Absolutely trying to go with that hurry-up offense.
Offense, number 5. 5-yard penalty remains, 2nd down.
Yeah, so again, penalty, moving Royse City back. So, something they're going to have to continue to work on, that's for sure, both sides of the ball. 2nd
down and 10. Richardson keeps it this time. Forced back inside. Good play by Jacob Dewberry, who's that jack linebacker. Only a gain of 2.
Again, we look at the play here, a little play action. And then Richardson tries to take off. And again, like you said, Dewberry was there. They're able to make that play. And, boy, I tell you what, if Rowlett can hold up here, it looked for some punt.
It looked for a moment like Richardson thought Jenkins was going to grab that ball.
Yeah, I think he did.
3rd and 8. Richardson steps into this time. He's got double coverage over there, and it's intercepted. He throws into coverage, and it's picked off by Thompson. Up the sideline across midfield. A great return to set up Rowlett, who again is only down 1 score.
Yeah, as we look at the replay here, Richardson, little fake play action, steps up in the pocket, throws it deep. And, man, I tell you what, Thompson played that perfectly. Was getting a little over the top safety help, but, boy, Thompson was in great position, made a great play. Boy, I thought for a second he was going to take it down that sideline and go get that touchdown, pick 6. But, again, here's a great opportunity for Rowlett to come out. A defense has been bailing them out all night. It's time for this offense to do something.
And 2 of the last 3 defensive possessions here for Rowlett have resulted in picks. So they come up with another interception, their 2nd in the last 3. And on 1st down and 10, Rowlett's got it back. They're going to go for the home run right off the bat. And it's broken up at the goal line. Tried to hit Wide receiver there right at the goal line. And that was Griffith, Braylon Griffith.
Yeah, just a good pass, kind of floated on him a little bit, but boy, tell you what, man, I might look for that again. Just a good opportunity, but a great defensive coverage by Royse City there, was able to break that ball up.
How do you like Rowlett going for the home run ball right there to try to tie the game?
Well, I tell you what, and that was a perfect time to try to go do it because you still got 2 plays to still try to get that first down. So, again, you want to take your chances when you got them and be consistent and conservative with the ball in terms of not throwing the interception.
Laura back out there, this time trying to hit Jones on the slant. Jones not anticipating that. It goes incomplete, so they again will go to Laura at quarterback. They've been switching both Laura and Kirkhoff.
Yeah, I mean, Laura had it right there. I mean, he had something there. Just needs to take a little bit off the ball. I mean, you got the guy wide open, just try to get it to him. Threw it a little bit behind him. And again, you don't want to miss these opportunities because they don't come around too often.
3rd down and 10. We're at 2 of 11 now throwing the football. 3rd down, they'll play coverage. Going to go deep in single coverage. And it goes incomplete. Trying to hit James Dawson on the go route. Again, well covered. And you're kind of no man's land right here, down by 8. Simpson was the safety there in coverage.
Again, we look at the replay, little play action. Laura steps back. And again, trying to get it down to number 12, Dawson, but really good coverage by number 23 for Royse City. Simpson did a good job on that play.
Simpson coming down and run support in the first half and now playing coverage. 4th down, they're going to go for it. 4th and 10, they've got to have the 25-yard line. Laura, great protection, pocket holds up, touch pass over the middle, almost intercepted, but it's a turnover on downs anyway. Probably better that he didn't pick it.
Yeah, he was looking for number 16, Hamilton. Again, Laura steps back. He's got to put something into that ball a little bit. He kind of floated it up there, and again, that was a small window anyway to get that in there. So again, while it has their opportunities, they just have to make sure to get the ball down in there. Again, here we are, defense back on the field.
Defense is back on the field, and you get the interception, and then it's 4 straight incompletions. Here's a bobbled ball picked out of there by Richardson, who's going to run with it and gets 5, maybe 6, and he loses his helmet. Childs hit him.
Again, we look here, bobbles the ball. Richardson tucks it away, tries to get upfield, and man, just a good tackle there. But he did go get some positive yardage, but boy, he took a nice little hit there.
Well, that's a talented junior, Keyshawn Harrison. 2nd down and 4. Again, Royse City keeps it on the ground. Xavier Brown, the running back. Vincent Martin, another play from his end spot.
Again, Xavier Brown going straight up the middle, just a quick power dive, trying to get some yardage there. And again,
to do it again to Brown. And this time Grady Holmes tackles him at the line of scrimmage. How many plays has he made tonight?
Again, coming right back with the same play. And again, you got Big Martin there doing what he does. Big number 91, able to get in there and make a great play.
Holmes, a real talented junior, had a great first week. Plays hard. He is a tough end. And in an 8-point game, 4.5 to go here in the 3rd. Going to play field position on your own side.
And again, defense has done a great job again. Tell you what, you can't ask for more than what this defense has done. And they've been able to get out here and stop them and keep getting that ball back for the offense. So again, this is exactly what you want.
Royse City does not have a first down here in the second half. And, now the return man falls down. That's Thompson. Did it touch him? The official says, I think it did. And I think this may be Royse City football. They're going to talk about it. It was hard to tell. I can't imagine without replay you can make a definitive call on that. They're going to say it did not hit the return man. It will be Rowlett football.
Well, I tell you what a gamble right there. I couldn't really tell what had happened there. I didn't know if it had hit him or not. But, boy, like you said, they're going to call that it didn't. As we look at the replay here, ball goes down, and no, that didn't touch him. But I'll tell you what, then, in that scrum under there, it looks like Rowlett kind of grabbed onto it and I guess they're going to say that Rowlett came out with the ball.
Came out with the ball, and Derek Alford has just seen a litany of mishaps. That a physical mistake right there, but you give up about 25 yards in field position right there, not being able to field that punt.
Absolutely, absolutely.
They're going to go with Kirkhoff. They will. Kirkhoff back out on the play fake. Going to scramble this time. Gets a block on the edge. Nice job. But Caden Williams pressuring that time, and he's able to run for 4 or 5. I'd say that's a good throwaway, but it's a good scramble, almost like a throwaway.
Yeah, it really was. Again, he looked downfield, didn't see what he wanted, and then was able to tuck it away and go try to get something positive out of something that would have been a negative yardage.
Second down, 6 here for Rowlett. Well, both defensive fronts have done such a good job. Seth Yates down inside at short, strong, stocky tackle. He's been plugging up the middle. Do a good job with their ball get off. This may be a designed run here for Kirkhoff. He's looking for a first down, and I think he's got it. Picks up 6. Billy Jones makes a 7th tackle, the leader of this defense. But how about back-to-back runs by Kirkhoff?
Yeah, he was able to kind of stick it in there a little bit, little play action, but then he was able to roll out to the left. And again, like you said, read option a little bit and was able to get down the field.
Well, let's found something here. And again, it's been tough sledding here on the ground. These two teams combined for about 50 yards apiece on the ground. Just have not been able to run the football, and it's the credit to the opposition's defensive front. Both fronts have done a good job tonight. RPO, and they'll hand it off, and look at that hit. Boy, linebackers coming up in run support. That was DeMarcus Johnson who made that play, the old-school Mike linebacker who knocks him right on his block. Kellen Cottrell got all he wanted that time.
Yeah, just a little bit of inside power here, trying to get up the field. And, again, defense was able to be there. And like you said, Scott, I think both the fronts have been doing a great job tonight compared to what they've had in their first game. I think this has been a big improvement as far as the fronts on the defensive side of the ball.
And, you know, backers and safeties have been running to the ball for Royse City. Second down and 7. Good pass protection out into the flat. And, again, it goes incomplete. Just some balls off the mark. That a touch pass. And trying to hit Braxton Moore out of the backfield.
Yeah, again, he looks like he has Braxton Moore right over here. Just kind of overthrew him. But again, just got to take the time and make sure when you got a wide open receiver that you get the ball to him.
And an incompletion, you can't run the ball for 3 or 4 yards. An incompletion is almost like a negative play. You're not losing yards, but you get behind the chains, and it's been hard to convert tonight. 3rd and 4 or more has been tough for both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And so when you get 3rd and 7, you know, it makes it pretty tough because, you know, you're looking at probably having to pass the ball here.
Still a one-possession game. They pick up Jones, who blitzes. Kirkhoff backpedaling, throwing in traffic, and overshoots James Dawson again. Sebastian Lopez able to dip and rip that high motor end, putting pressure on Kirkhoff.
Yeah, just good, tremendous pressure coming in. Kirkhoff trying to get out to the outside and just trying to find somebody open and trying to direct somebody to an open area and trying to get the ball to him. But again, another 3 and out.
A mini win with Daniels going back to punt. Big pressure. Gets it away this time. A knuckleball. They'll get away from it. It's going to take a Rowlett bounce. He'll get 15 more on the bounce. Turn into about a 43-yard kick. Royse City in late 3rd quarter. We've been going back and forth here. Remember, it was a 17-9 game at halftime. Neither of these two teams have scored. We've seen 4 turnovers in the game.
Yeah, and again, you know, when you get an opportunity, again, it's going to come down to what offense is able to get something consistent and get going down the field. You know, like I said, I think Rowlett has done a good job as far as defensively keeping themselves in the game. But again, offense has to come through and get some points.
I'll start. Offense number 63. 5-yard penalty remains first down.
Boy, so frustrating. That is the 23rd penalty between the two teams.
Well, I'll tell you what, both teams have a lot to work on, and specifically trying to cut out these penalties because, boy, they are really shooting themselves in their own foot.
Richardson will keep this football on the ground, and you can see some signs of being able to wear down the defense. Xavier Watson, a rare carry Ollie Smith comes up to make the stop. They get the penalty yardage back and then some. They pick up 8, one of the best between the tackles runs we have seen tonight. Bad snap. Richardson's got to run with it. Finds a hole. This time, no run fit that time for Rowlett. That's the biggest run for the quarterback in the game. 13 before Harrison can get credit.
Yeah, this ball kind of falls on the ground. Richardson picks it up and able to get more yardage than we've seen anybody get the whole night.
Not seeing backers, not Phil, and that time that bobbled snap almost acted like a changeup, and now missed tackles are occurring. That has not happened tonight, and they keep it on the ground, and Brauhau picks up the stop. Watson the carry.
Yeah, Watson was able to get, quick good yardage there. For a second, I think Royse City's trying to go with that hurry-up offense to see if they can wear this defensive line down.
Is the hurry-up causing missed tackles? Again, Watson off left tackle, pushing his way. These are some of the best runs we've seen from these two teams. I can't remember the last time I saw 4 straight. I don't think the game has seen 4 straight runs.
Yeah, and again, like you said, just turning around, giving them the ball, and just now trying to beat them up front and just trying to, see if we can just push them off the ball. Here he tries to throw a quick out on this one, but again.
Little quick pass. This time Daniels making the play, but again, they're going quickly, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Rowlett call a timeout here. Pass for 6 yards. 2nd down and 5. Go back to the ground game, and this time Watson pulled down by Vincent Martin.
Yeah, this is a great play by Martin there. They're trying to continue to keep doing the same thing, trying to see if they can wear that defensive front out. Not a bad strategy by Royse City, just trying to hurry up and see if you can get them tarred and possibly catch them winded.
Well, big tackle for a loss right here. I think the best thing that may happen for Rowlett here maybe would be the quarter break. Give them a chance to rest.
Give them a chance to rest, yeah.
Rolling, Richardson. Incomplete. Looking for Joplin again. Matched up with a linebacker, a backup backer, Clinton Coben.
Yeah, I think Royse City thought they had Rowlett jumping offside. I think they thought they had a free play there.
Might have, but
didn't happen.
It results in a 4th down and 7, and now they're in no man's land. They can't go to the quarter because of the incompletion, and is it going to be a field goal or a punt here? They're going to go for the field goal, it looks like. This is Emilio Brito, who's got the leg for this, but this will be 45 yards. Play clock's down to 5 here. Pressure. Brito's got the leg. And the accuracy. A 2-score game makes it Royse City 20 and Rowlett 9. What a kick by Brito from 45.
Yeah, that was just an outstanding kick there. And that was a big-time call because, again, like you said, Scott, being able to get up by 2 scores, especially when Rowlett's been having a hard time moving the ball.
11-point game with 36 seconds to go on GRS TV. Late 3rd quarter, and Royse City, courtesy of the Emilio Brito 45-yard field goal, has extended the lead to 11 on a drive that saw them begin from their own 36 and drove it at least far enough for a long field goal. It was the only drive of the quarter that saw them even get a 1st down.
Yeah, and I think Coach Coven just realized, hey, let's take whatever we can get.
No doubt about it. This is a high end-over-end kick, and this will be a touchback. But, yeah, Drew Colvin, who's celebrating a birthday today, hoping to celebrate a win, his first varsity head coaching win. 4 years as a coordinator at Rockwall, and he's brought over a great staff, a tremendous staff, in fact. Cody Townsend, assistant head coach, O-line coach, and Damon Tennyson, Does a great job on that defensive line. These are guys that know the game. They know the psychology. They know how to motivate. They know how to build those relationships. And here comes Rowlett back out here. Now all of a sudden they're down 2 scores for the first time.
Well, again, you know, like we've been saying earlier, they need to get down and get something going offensively. You know, last week they scored 6 points, I'm sorry. This week they're at 9, so I know Coach Alford really wants the offense to be able to put up more points.
Roll Laura back out there at that QB spot. Laura, a guy that really knows the game, banged up a little bit last week. A split time. Completed 67% of his passes. They're going to go to the ground game. And it's really the first time we've seen them finish off a run here in this game. But Kellen Cottrell, who's done it outside the tackles, does it inside this time.
Yeah, bring that backside guard around. He was able to slip up inside and get some good yardage on it there.
Good cutback there for 4 yards. We don't see him go inside very often. Keaton Lane really should have been on JV this year making that play. But he has worked his way into not only being on varsity, but also playing a lot. That'll end the third quarter. Royse City with that 45-yard field goal a moment ago, making an 11-point game going to the fourth on GRS TV. Final 12 minutes coming up. Rowlett with some work to do as we switch ends here. The Eagles looking for their first win. So are the Bulldogs. Royse City losing 55-22 last week. Rowlett got up into 38-6. So one of these two teams is going to come away with their first win of the campaign. Royse City trying to do it on the road. Reno's going to hand this football off, and he's got room. Cottrell breaks into the third level. Can he outrace everybody? It's a foot race to make it a one-score game. He's got it. 71 yards. His first touchdown running of the rush of the season.
That's exactly what Rowlett needed right there. Boy, again, just giving him inside. Kind of had the play side guard was going back over to kick somebody out, but he kind of fell down, and Cottrell was able to find that little seam and go up the middle, man. That was exactly what Rowlett needed, was able to get to the outside and take it to the house.
Big run right there for Cottrell. Boy, that time made no bones, just got to the second level, found his way to the third level. Linebackers kind of get caught up in the wash on that last play. Cottrell, who averages about 3 yards per carry, going to help his average out with that one.
Yeah, definitely will. That was just a great run, a great effort there. Able to get down that field again. Like we said, here we are. Rowlett's right back in the game.
To try to make it a 3-point game, and the pass goes incomplete, and it's no good. So they try to flip it out on kind of an arrow route to Braxton Moore, but overshot, so it's no good, and it stays a 5-point game. So you got to have a touchdown. At this point, 11:48 to go, but what a quick strike. Good to see Rowlett, because these two teams had struggled offensively, even though they put up some points. Neither of the two teams had eclipsed the 200-yard mark. Let's look at that play one more time.
Again, a little hesitation there, and boy, burst right through that middle. And now he's into that secondary and able to get those legs moving. Got that ball in his outside arm where he needs to have it, and able to take it to the house, dive into the end zone for the score. This is a tremendous play there. And again, got Rowlett right back in this game.
Well, huge play, huge strike, and those strikes have really been few and far between. But one of the things that Drew Colvin and the staff sort of experienced last week, having played Plano East, They were down 17-0 early. They came back to take the 20-17 lead going into the locker room, and so it kind of showed them that they've got such an explosive offense. They're never out of it. And even though they don't have momentum right now, they've got to be feeling good about it as this kick goes out of bounds. So Royse City going to have the ball at around their own 40.
Yeah, and again, like you said, I think both teams are really looking.
Kick out of bounds. Kicking team. 5 yards be added to the spot where it went out of bounds. First down.
I think both teams are looking, again, like you said, to get themselves established and get their identity going. You know, like you said, we had so many penalties here tonight. It's hard to kind of figure out what we are and what we want to do. And so, again, I still think they're working on that and trying to come up and be consistent.
Last drive, Royse City ran the ball a lot. It looks like they've kind of worn out that Rowlett defensive front, or at least it seemed that way. Seemed that way to you?
Yeah, it seemed like they kind of was getting them more out a little bit. And, again, you know, they were able to, you know, kind of came out with, you know, somewhat passing the ball, but then they found that they could run the ball. So, again, you know, trying to work that run and pass together and come up with something that's going to be consistent.
Richardson going to roll out left, going to throw the corner. Ball is thrown high, but what a grab near side by Cameron Clark. Kamarian Clark with his 5th catch of the year, and great pressure by Martin, too.
Richardson rolls out to his left, and like you said, was able to find Clark. This is a tremendous catch. And so now, as soon as we say they kind of run the ball.
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
Ball is deflected and picked off by Thompson, his 2nd pick of the night.
Wow, what a big turnaround. What a big turnaround, man. Deflected off of the receiver. Again, Richardson was able to throw it out there, man. He had number 3, Ward, wide open, and, boy, deflected off of him. And, man, tremendous play by Thompson.
Boy, man. And they were rolling. Clark made a tremendous catch just a moment ago, that deep threat. Richardson that time off the deflection. We've seen a couple of interceptions tonight off deflections.
Yeah, absolutely. And, again, you know, I was just making the statement that, you know, Royse City was kind of looking to see a good mixture between running and passing the ball. And so then they went back to the pass. And, again, you know, unfortunately it bounced off, and a tremendous play by Thompson there to get that interception.
5th interception between the two teams, and Rowlett has it back at their own 42. For a moment, we might see a penalty that time. Laura gets it to his playmaker, Benson, who's down inside the 30. Boy, a huge play, 32 yards down to the 27-yard line.
Again, the ball's on the ground, but Laura had the presence to pick it up. Boy, started running, then was able to make a quick dump off to number 10, Benson. And Benson, boy, you give him the ball in space, he's going to go make something exciting happen.
What a turn of events just a moment ago. It was an 11-point game.
Tell you what, when you talk about momentum, that's what we're talking about right there.
This has been some of the best football we have seen so far offensively between these two teams. Play fake on the hitch. Out of the reach of Robinson, Raymond Robinson on a little bit of a stop route. Second down and 10 here.
Again, little play action. Richardson kind of threw that ball. Boy, that ball kind of deflected off number 16 there in Hamilton. But, boy, I tell you what, we don't want to see a deflection interception again.
No. Again, 5 interceptions between the two teams. 6 total turnovers.
Well, that's what we were talking about with Royse City. They had 4 last week, and wanted to make sure they could kind of eliminate that. But again,
they wanted to try to create turnovers. Rowlett did. This is Cottrell, who ran straight up field last time, 70-plus yards for the score. This time he tries to bounce, and Simpson will have nothing of it. He's got great foot speed to get to the point of attack.
Yeah, Simpson just made a tremendous play there. Then, again, they came back trying to get Cottrell outside because they were getting some positive yards. And so anyway, when you look at that, again, here's a play, trying to get back outside. And this time I think Royse City's beginning to realize they're trying to get to that end, and they were able to get downhill and make a great play on that.
This is kind of a drive that can turn a season around here if Rowlett can do something. Touchdown gives them the lead, and you've got a flag coming in on a pass behind the wide receiver, the intended target, again, Benson, and Simpson, again, was in coverage. Let's check out the penalty flag.
Downfield, number 66 of the offense. 5-yard penalty remains, third down.
Wow. Ineligible man downfield. You've got that 3-yard cushion, but apparently it was egregious.
Yeah, and I thought that was a fairly quick pass, boy.
I did
to
too.
Get a big lineman down the field that far.
Let's see a replay on that and see the foul.
Yeah, because this, as we look here.
Boy, he did. He just ran straight upfield.
Yeah.
What a pretty easy call right there.
Yeah, it was. It almost looked like he thought he was run blocking there.
Simon Armstrong, who's not even on the 2 deep. 3rd down and 15. Play action. Laura to the corner. Way over Alidio Williams' head. Abrama in coverage. 4th down and long here.
Well, it looked like Laura had something there, but again, this overthrows him. You know, a little bit tonight. He's been a little bit overthrowing people that sometimes he might need to just take a little bit of time and just kind of lay it in there.
Well, this is a tough decision. If you'd like to be able to play field position football, 4th and 15 is asking a lot. Let's see how it turns out here. Flag coming in again. It's time from the umpire.
Legal snap infraction number 77 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, remains 4th down.
I would think this would perhaps cause Derek to change his mind here.
Yeah, right here I'm thinking, you know, maybe you need to play this field position. Your defense hasn't really been that bad. But again, you know, maybe we're looking for the big play, the play that's going to really change this game around. I wouldn't mind pinning them deep in their own territory.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by this. So let's see what happens here. Laura, downfield, he's got a man to the post. He's there. Does he have it? He's got it. Touchdown. Adelia Williams comes up with a big play.
Well, that's why sometimes we don't coach.
That's it.
Laura, just a great pass. He was able to avoid the pressure, able to step up. And again, we've seen him throw off that back foot like that a couple of times tonight, and he's had success doing it. What a tremendous play. And, wow, hey, hats off to you, Coach Alford. That was a great call.
Man, they decide to line up and go for a 4th and 20, and I cannot believe that Jeremiah Byers allowed the man to get behind him, and they're going to go for 2. And it goes incomplete. It's no good, but Rowlett has taken the 1-point lead, 21-20, with 9:21 to go here on GRS TV.
The Garland ISD Education Foundation provides resources to support and enrich education for all students in the Garland Independent School District. Every dollar donated helps fund innovative teaching and learning initiatives. Choose today to impact a better tomorrow. For more information and to learn how you can give, visit gisdedfoundation.org.
"37 yards on the connection to give Rowlett its first lead of the game on a 4th and 20 conversion.
And Laura was able to step back here again, avoided the pressure, threw off his back leg, and found Williams wide open. And this is a tremendous play. I guess you don't punt the ball in that situation right there because, boy, you got a big result out of that. And, again, hats off to Coach Alford and Rowlett for making that big play there.
And I'm sure he thought about it a long time. That was probably a very tough decision. And now you've got to avoid disaster on the kickoff. Nice return across the 45-yard line to get Royse City set up. And so, down by 1 with 9:14 to go. The Bulldogs have some work to do.
Again, this is a tremendous catch there by Clark. Clark was able to get up into the inside of the field, was able to keep those feet moving, and able to get a tremendous return and set Royse City up in nice field position. You know, now we're getting down to the crunch time. You know, people going to have to suck it up, you know, have to find that extra desire to make plays because this is what it's going to come down to.
Richardson on a quick slant to Neville. Neville's 4th grab of the game. And it was Lacey in coverage. Could not quite hold on. Second down and 10. Keep it on the ground here, and boy, Rowlett really charged up. Tried to hand it off to Watson, and Gladden brought him down.
Again, try to give it inside, try to get up inside, and boy, just a great play by Gladden coming off that edge and making an outstanding tackle there.
Jenkins on the run, 3rd down and 12. In jumps, free play. Here's Richardson. Throw it to the side, right in front of the bench. Ball caught across Joplin. Nice pickup of close to 10.
Yeah, Richardson's able to roll out to the right and was able to find Joplin there. And just a good play, and again, getting positive yardage. Still, we're looking at about 4th and 4. So again, big play here for Rowlett. They get a stop here. Boy, that could change a lot of things.
Big 4th down for the Bulldogs. Keep it on the ground on 4th down and 5. And Daniel Jenkins able to run for a 1st down and pick up 7 off right guard.
Jenkins was able to get up in behind that number, big 63, and was able to get behind him and able to go get that 1st down.
Everybody locked up on blocks. Here's Richardson using his legs here. Tripped up at the 35, picking up 5 more. DeAndre Brauhau.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Scott, I haven't seen so many balls on the ground in a long time.
The snaps have been erratic.
Yeah, they have. But, again, Richardson was able to pick that ball up and go get the 1st down.
Take it to Jenkins, throw it to the near side, incomplete in single coverage with Daniels there. Ball intended for Chris Wilson. We got a lot of guys getting targeted that were not even on the 2 deep.
Yeah, they brought Jenkins in. They sure are running him a lot now. Not for sure if there's any injuries or anything, but again, maybe just because it's the beginning of the season and people aren't quite in the shape that they're going to be. Maybe they're just trying to keep people fresh.
8:01 to go in a 1-point game. Any score here would give the Bulldogs the lead. Powerhouse backfield, look out! Oh, it was a clothesline. Man, was that vicious. Again, they go to Daniel Jenkins, and Richard Daniels, got him up high.
Jenkins trying to come inside, and boy, I tell you what, that looks like Brauhau.
Yeah, Brauhau got him.
Boy, he's been all over the place.
4th down and 5. Oh, and Rowlett asking the crowd to help him out a little bit. Play clock still at 10. You've got a little time. Richardson guiding his troops. They're looking at a timeout, I would think. They're going to call it.
Timeout. Royse City. That's your 2nd timeout of the half.
Well, I'll tell you what, if Rowlett's able to make a big stop here, man, I tell you what, that could be game-changing.
Game-changing, season-changing.
Absolutely. Tell you what, because like you said, both teams are looking for their first victory tonight. And there's nothing that can catapult you into a great season than getting the victory.
And how about the Rowlett defense? They have forced a punt, interception, punt to start the half. They gave up the long 45-yard field goal, get the interception, and here they are now with Royse City in 2 of the last 3 drives, putting together some extended drives. This is play number 7. A drive that started a couple of minutes ago. 7:17 to go in this one. But you're right. I mean, this could absolutely be season-changing for Rowlett, a team that, again, has not made the playoffs in about 4 years. And one of the things that Coach Alford was concerned about getting down when adversity had been striking in that first game and not being a front runner. And, boy, this game right here tells you it's never over. They were down 11 about 8 minutes ago. This on 4th and 5. Richardson still looking, throwing it deep to the post. It's broken up and incomplete. A flag comes in. Daniels was there to break it up.
Again, Richardson's rolling out to the right here, looking down the field. I tell you what, for a second, I thought he was going to tuck it away and go get that first down.
I did too. Trying to hit Chris Wilson. And another breakup, and you can see the confidence growing in Rowlett. They've made a number of plays tonight.
Absolutely. They've made some tremendous plays, and again, kind of like you were saying, a little bit earlier. You can kind of see their confidence is growing. And, man, it was a big play. And they all defensively all night, they have put Royse City in fourth down. And you know, again, this time they were able to come away and finish it.
Can you run the ball when the opposition knows you want to? Going to try it here to Moore. Got the edge. Tracked down, keeps his footing. His best run of the night, 17 yards.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can kind of feel this momentum switch over to Rowlett. Moore was able to take the ball, try to go inside. Boyd was able to follow number big 70 around the corner and was able to get up the field and get some tremendous job. Alicorn was doing a great job blocking there.
You're about to see the antithesis of what we knew Royse City was going to be coming in running the hurry up.
So right now, if I'm Rowlett, I'm taking my time. I'm letting that clock milk down, and then, boy, I don't know if I'm going to let it milk down that far unless I'm going to call timeout.
Play clock is at 0. Grady Dale says, start it over again.
Okay, I was about to say, I'm going to let it melt down a little bit. But
like you said, everybody was waiting on the timeout and then no signal from Grady Dale. This is first down on Royse City's 49, up by 1. Trying to control the game, trying to control the clock, and you've got to do it with the offensive line against the defensive front that was really good in the first half. Boy, the quarterback keeps it. He's got a man wide open. Let him run under it. He did. Williams, goal line, touchdown, 49 yards.
Well, I tell you what an outstanding play. I tell you what, that was just an outstanding play. Laura's been able to do this all night. He kind of just steps back, and, man, I don't know how he does it, but he's able to get that ball down the field. And what he does when he steps back like that, he starts buying time and buying time and buying time. He gives his receivers a chance to get open, and he's done that numerous times tonight. So I have to go on to say that's part of his game. You know, he's able to do that. You normally don't see a quarterback be able to throw off their back feet like that and back up and throw a strike like that.
Again, problems on the PAT, and that one's blocked again to keep it a 7-point game. That may be big with 6:14 to go, but what a strike to Williams, 49 yards to give Rowlett their largest edge of the game. We're back on GRS TV. Back-to-back touchdown drives by Rowlett has the Eagles out in front 27-20. And what has been an 11-point deficit has turned into a 7-point lead courtesy of this play.
Again, we've seen Lara able to just avoid the rush by able to backpedal a little bit and still have enough arm strength to get the ball downfield. This is a tremendous play there. And, again, he's done it a number of times tonight. Like I said, I was kind of being funny when I said, kind of Mahonish-like. But, again, he's able to buy time and get that ball downfield and make tremendous plays for Rowlett Eagles.
They want to avoid the big play, and instead they kick it to the running back, who breaks it across midfield. They have not had luck doing this. And Xavier Brown with a great return for the Bulldogs, setting up Royse City with another short field.
Again, we look at this replay again. Brown was able to pick the ball up, and boy, he started getting some pretty good blocking there for a second. I thought he might have came out of there, but boy, Rowlett was able to make a tackle. Now again, they're gonna have to go on defense and try to come up with another tremendous stop. Every time it seems like we say they need a big stop, and then we turn around and they need another big stop.
The worst field position of the half for Royse City has been their own 35. This is on the plus 42. Half of their possessions have come on this side of midfield, and it's put Rowlett into a tough spot. That defensive front just trying to hold their water, as they say. And there's Harrison making a play on the running back. And we've seen Xavier Watson break off a couple of good runs. That one's for 7. Watson again. Boy, everybody plugging things up, including DeAndre Brauhau. He was the first guy there, no gain. 3rd down and 1. Maybe some cramping happening.
Injury, timeout.
Again, just trying to get inside, trying to get some positive yardage, boy. But I tell you what, great job by Rowlett. Everybody swimming to the ball. And anytime you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players to the ball, you got to be happy as a defensive coach.
Injury timeout here, and that's Brauhau, who we just talked about. It's like a cramp.
Yeah, but, you know, getting to the point now where cramping and that type of thing. Again, remember, it's only the 2nd ball game, so, you know, still got a little bit of getting in shape to do. I mean, I know you work hard over the summer and everything, but still when you get into game type situations, your body, you really start to compete at a real high level. And so, again, you know, try to get some fluid in that young man to see if you can get him back out on the field.
It's a game that's seen 26 penalties between the two teams. 200 yards for Rowlett here in the second half when they had less than 150 in the entire first half. Well, the quarterback gets popped and it's picked. This may go the house. Boy, Royse City does a good job of getting to the football, and Childs comes up with the interception. Derek Childs, who had 2 picks last year totally, has a big one here.
Again, Richardson stepping back there, and then, man, number 24, I believe, Drew Berry, comes off that backside and was able to get a shot on Richardson. And, boy, again, with that, Childs was able to step in and get that interception, man. And that's a big-time game changer right there.
Second of the half, 4th for the game. 4th interception for this Rowlett defense. There's an old adage in football, 3 turnovers, you should lose. 4 turnovers, you're going to lose.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, and that was something I think Royse City, like we talked about earlier last week, they didn't want to come in here and turn the ball over like that. And again, they're having the same thing happen to them tonight.
Definitely, and you'll see Ladarius Sessions, the running back here, running it for 3 and maybe 3.5. When I thought for a moment, when he caught that ball in stride, I'm surprised he wasn't able to take it to the house.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to be able to take it to the house. I think if he made a cut to that outside, he might have had a chance. He kind of cut back towards the middle of the field. And, you know, but again, just a tremendous play and right what Rowlett needed at that time.
Play clock's at 10. We'll see how they function. They go ahead and snap the football. Here is Kirkhoff. He gets the first down and then runs out of bounds. Stops the clock with 4:26.
And I think he was just getting what he could get, and he knew he had the first down. You know, obviously it would have been nice if he could have just slid.
That's Kirkhoff, the junior. Yeah, they don't have a senior quarterback. Kirkhoff's a junior. Laura, who's played a ton tonight, he is just a sophomore. You've got to be able to stay in bounds at all costs.
Yeah, try to let that clock run down. But again, you know, take your time here and just, you know, get good positive yards and try to eat that clock up.
And keep it on the ground to Sessions. Sessions with a nice run down close to the 30-yard line. You can tell both defenses are sort of wearing out. That's a run of 7. Four minutes here in this fourth quarter. What a game. It has been back and forth here in the second half. And, well, the Rowlett offense coming to life here in the second half after we had a 17-9 game. They had 9 points at the end of the first 24 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's exactly what Coach Alfred wants to see. You know, he knows that in order to win games, you're going to have to put up more than 6 points. And so tremendous effort by the offense, and they're able to come up and get more points tonight. And that's really been the difference in this ball game.
Sessions bouncing, trying to stay in bounds, got hit. They're going to stop the clock. He got hit up high pretty hard. That was a 2nd down and 3 play. Got close to a first down. Simpson hit him hard on the sideline.
Yeah, Sessions gets the ball. He's kind of got a little lead blocker there. He tried to bounce out to the outside, and, man, here comes a tremendous hit right here. And bam.
Boom.
Yeah,
man.
You know, like we say in the old days, he brought the hit.
And timeouts of the essence here. The Bulldogs have used a ton of them, and 2 of them here in the second half already. They can only stop at once. We don't have that 2-minute timeout like they do in college. That's a quarterback keeper, Kirkhoff. He bounces, but says, you know what, I think I'm just going to sit down right here.
Yeah.
After running out of bounds a couple of times.
And that was smart. That was very smart play right there by that young man. Again, just, trying to run, get the edge. Then was smart to get down and let that clock try to run a little bit.
Couldn't tell who that was trying to block on the edge, but he got thrown back 5 yards.
I think that was more.
Second down and 8 coming up. The clock is running. Play clock is at 12 right here. Give it on the ground. Again, this is Moore. Jones with a tackle for a loss. -3 on it. And, if you've got 3 timeouts, you might think about using one right now. But you can't use that last one, I wouldn't think, right here.
Well, absolutely not. And like you said, that's where, kind of clock management and being aware of your timeouts. And but unfortunately, they had to call a lot of them just because of penalties or personnel issues, not having the right people on the field. And you don't realize how that comes back and gets you in a game like this when you need to have them.
Now, Rowlett may work it down to 1 and call a timeout. They will.
Timeout. Rowlett. That's their second charge timeout
and it's
the second half.
And it's interesting because now they're going to run the ball here on this 3rd down play, and Royse City probably has to use that final timeout after this 3rd down play. And we know that they can kick the ball long. They've got a great kicker.
Yeah.
But in a 7-point game when you're trying to preserve it, the last thing you want, and we've seen some kicks blocked tonight, some PATs, you do not want to have a blocked kick.
Absolutely not.
I can't imagine they would go for a field goal here, even though a make would put the game out of reach.
Yeah, I mean.
You know what? Hey, you know what this is like? This is like that 4th and 20 they went for and they scored a touchdown on.
Yeah. Now, I might be more inclined to go for the field goal if I can get that ball down, maybe like on the 10-yard line. Where I feel like I'm a little bit more confident in that, that kick going in. But I understand what you're saying as far as getting that ball blocked. That could be a nightmare.
I would be shocked if, number 1, we don't see a timeout by Royse City after this dive play, and number 2, if they actually attempt a field goal. There's the dive. Moore tackled at the line of scrimmage. Will Royse City call the timeout, their last one? They will.
Timeout. Royse City. That's the 3rd and final timeout of the second half.
Again, we're looking at Moore here trying to get to the outside.
58 on the game
Royse City just, tremendous defense trying to come up because they know they have to make a stop and try to give their team a chance to have an opportunity to go down and maybe score. But again, I'll tell you what, I'm kind of like you, 4th and 12.
Roman, I don't know if you could read Coach Alford's lips from here, but I think I could read him when he saw Moore bounce. When he bounced that thing, I think, are you serious? Because they bounced it out of bounds to stop the clock a couple of times on this drive. But again, they've got a nice option on the place kick. We'll see what they elect to do, but I can't imagine we'll see anything but a punt right here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they kind of, what would this be? Almost a 40-yarder?
Yeah, this would be about 47.
Yeah, I think that might be a little bit out of range.
Moreno's hit from 30. They're not going to punt. I guess they're going to go for it here. They'll run a conventional play. Oh, right guard move.
False start. Offense number 70. 5-yard penalty remains 4th down.
I'm almost afraid to even look at the stats to see how many penalties. What did we have, 23 a quarter ago?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, as we're getting down to the latter part of the game, but boy, again, that was a pretty big penalty there because you don't want to give them the opportunity to get field position in any way possible.
They're going to go ahead and punt now. This is Daniels kicking it. Picked up at the 5-yard line. Avoids a couple of guys, and they will start inside the 10. So not much happening there for, looked like Powell on the return. And we're going to see Royse City now have to go 90 yards in less than 2 minutes with no timeouts. Can it be done, Roman?
Well, you know, we've seen some quick strikes here tonight, but you know, I don't want to jinx anybody, so I'm just saying.
The only question: how far are you going to line your safeties? You can't let anybody get behind you.
Absolutely.
Streen near side, and they pick up a few here as they go to Clark. Martin makes the tackle, but that clock runs at $1:36. Pass for 7. They go quick here. This is what they're designed to do. Richardson. Ball is loose. They're going to call it a sack. Or is it incomplete? I think they ruled it incomplete.
Yeah,
Grady Dale, I'm not sure what that motion was, but I think it's incomplete.
Yeah, Richardson, he kind of gets his hands going forward here. I tell you what, he was pretty close to being down before he threw that.
Boy, I'm not sure that wasn't a lateral pass.
Yeah. Tell you what.
Got a guy down here, as you said, maybe for an injury, a cramp. Look at that one more time. Well, there was all kinds of.
Yeah. And he's going down. Yeah,
he's down. He's sitting on the defender.
Yeah.
And I'm not so sure that's not a lateral pass if it is a pass.
Yeah, it looked like, and even if that, it looks like he, like you said, pitched it backwards. So again, same result. That you know. Well, anyway, they're lucky to continue to have that ball right now.
Yeah. And I don't know if you could see Grady Dale, but it was almost like he was moving his wrist in a false start motion.
Right.
I'm not sure what that was.
Yeah.
Incomplete. More questions than answers right now.
Yeah. Well, now what was that about?
You can figure out where the line of scrimmage is supposed to be. 1:23 to go. They're down and 3. Play action. Richardson going to heave it deep. Single coverage. Got a man. Incomplete. Broken up again. That time Joplin facing step for step. Kenton Thompson defending.
Great job there by Thompson, but boy, I sure don't like that guy being inside of me where he has a chance to drop that down inside right there. He threw it a little bit to the outside, but boy, if he kept that more on the inside, that could have been a dangerous pass, just to say that.
You'd really like Childs to be a little deeper too, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm. I sure would.
Safety. 4th down and 3. Got to convert here or this one's over. Rowlett, in come from behind fashion, down 11 earlier, has the touchdown advantage. 4th and 3. Richardson in the flat, and they live. They survive. They'll move the sticks. And they swing it out to Chapman for a pickup of 6. Again, more cramps.
Yeah, it looked like we had 2 players hurt over there. Looked like number 8, Chapman. And was that Thompson? No. That was Thompson. I was kind of cramping up over there.
1:09 to go, kind of a makeshift timeout. It gives Drew Colvin and his staff a chance to kind of regroup and think about this here.
Well, you know, at this point I'm kind of thinking if you got some kind of trick play, you know, something that you might feel can catch somebody off guard. I mean, like a double pass or something like that. You know, you kind of getting close to maybe trying to pull that out of you.
And, you know, no doubt. But you look at the way the last few seasons have gone for Derek Alford. You know, they made the playoffs his first year. I believe that was the COVID year. But last year, this ball club ended up 3-7, 3-5 in district competition. Didn't make the playoffs. 4-4 the year before that in 2022. Missed out in that 4-way tie. This would be a nice win, maybe the best since Alford's first season. And on 1st down, they keep it on the ground. They continue to fight as the clock runs here. This is Xavier Brown picked up a few, but we go inside of a minute. Clock running, 50 seconds to go. Richardson pressure. Pocket holds up, throw it out in the right flat. Catch made at the 45-yard line. Nice grab indeed for Ward. Jamal Ward's 4th catch. A gain of 17 on that play. Clock stopped momentarily while they move the sticks. 44 seconds. They still have time.
Yeah, still got a little bit of time. Tell you what, boy.
12 men on the field.
I was getting ready to say, I think Rowlett got caught with the guy going off the field.
They declined that penalty. It's the only one we've seen decline tonight. Safety still about 12 yards off the ball here. 2nd down and 10. The chains aren't even set. And did Grady Dale blow this thing dead? The lead chain guy was sprinting to try to get it.
Set the game clock to 44 seconds. The clock will start on the snap. 44 seconds.
Yeah, I think the chains weren't set.
Yeah, they weren't set. And I kind of saw that Rowlett defender running off the field, but I didn't know if they caught it or not. But yeah, they did, and so that's kind of what happened there. Rowlett's got to be careful, no stupid penalties here.
Play action. Richardson for Verts on the go. And overshoots Ward. Daniels covering Ward. 2nd down and 10. It just takes one of these.
Oh, yeah, just one big play. And like you said, Scott, there's no reason for a receiver to get behind these free safeties. Stay back, man. Make a play, but don't get beat deep.
And they're not in prevent. They're staying in their base defense is 4-2 nickel. Richardson rolling out left, got a man underneath, can't find him, avoids pressure, this time going to heave it deep. He's got a man at the 10, he's there, and he's got it. The catch made down at the 7-yard line. Kamarian Clark in traffic. Robinson was covering, they've got time with 26 seconds.
This is exactly what we were talking about. Why?
Run the football, off tackle. They've been stopping the run. They do it here, but a good 4 or 5 yard pickup here for Brown. And they're going quickly. 8 seconds to go. And timeout called. I think we have maybe an injury timeout. We do. We've got an injury. And boy, this is unfortunate because this is going to give Royse City a chance to regroup here.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Just what we talked about. You do not want to let someone get behind you at this point of the game. That's just amazing.
Well, you got to give credit to Richardson, who just kept moving and waggling in the pocket, shifting, and is able to make the play. And again, somehow Robinson allowing the receiver, Kamarian Clark, to get behind him. He's their big, deep threat. 2nd down and goal from about the 1 yard line.
Yeah. And, of course, it would have been kind of, like we said, they were playing the normal defense. Maybe you kind of get back and prevent a little bit.
If you hand off to Brown and he doesn't get in, it may be a problem. And timeout called by Rowlett.
Rowlett.
Yeah,
that's their 3rd and final timeout.
This big play right here.
I think you have to throw the ball here, don't you?
I think you do. But, again, Brown's been running pretty hard tonight. I mean, do you just say, hey, we're going to give it to you and see what you can do, man? I mean, try to get it in. I mean, we're looking at, 2 yards, a yard, maybe a yard and a half?
You'll have 2 shots at it if you throw it, but you're right. We'll see.
Well, and like you said, with no timeouts, that's a tough decision.
Boy, great call of a timeout, I think, by Derek Alford to see what they line up in and see how they're going to formation this thing and line up on defense.
Yeah, because this is it, man, right here. This is a big play. Wow.
Neither of these two teams have a timeout left. This drive began at their own 10.
Yeah.
With $1:48 to go and no timeouts.
Well, you asked me that I think they could do it. Well, I guess we're going to find out here.
Brown, the running back. Blitz coming. Richardson rolling. The throw broken up at the goal line. He thought he was picked. Got a flag down.
What is this?
Is there a flag down? Not sure here. Grady Dale. There is a flag down at the 1 yard line.
Oh, my gosh. What could this be?
4 seconds to go. They're going to get another shot at it.
Wow. What call is this, I wonder?
Whatever it is, the ball's not going to move very far if it's against the defense. and they're going to get one shot at it. I thought the ball was intercepted there for a moment. I thought Lacey had I thought Lacey had grabbed that thing.
Yeah, it looked like he did have it for a second, and then we'll get it straightened out here.
Pass interference. Offense number 82. 15 yards from the spot. First down.
Oh, I wish hopefully we can get another look at this right here.
Second down.
Okay.
Was that on the hold? It looks like maybe a hold. Did they call? Is that what they called there when he grabbed him?
I think maybe the hold, and he kind of pushed him in the back.
Well, forget the down and distance. This is the ball game here.
Right here. There you go.
Everybody deep. Richardson looking right, rolling. Backpedaling, retreating, heaving, end zone. Tipped. Broken up. It's over. And Rowlett has held on for the win. Lacey makes the play.
Wow. Tell you what, I didn't see that ending coming.
I didn't either.
There you go. Richardson's able to, he's done a great job of scrambling and buying time. And again, boy, we've seen him do that enough. Just go backwards and just throw it up. And wow, good job, good defensive job by Rowlett, and a really good win for these guys.
What a win for Derek Alford. We've talked about the tough times that this Rowlett team has had to undergo. It's their first win of the year. They got just 3 wins last year, 4 wins the year before that, just 2 wins in the 2021 season when they were 2-8. They went to the playoffs in the COVID season. I do believe they were second place back then. So it's been a long time coming, and a game like this, a win like this, so big for Coach Alford and the Rowlett Eagles. And on the other side, to have an 11-point lead slip right through your fingertips and then have a shot go 90 yards to get down to the lip of the cup and just could not convert.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Just a tremendous game there towards the end. We kind of got away from some of those penalties, and you kind of seen a really great effort on both sides, and nobody really quit tonight, Scott. Both teams had opportunity to win the game, and they both fought till the very end, and Rowlett was able to come out with a really well-deserved victory.
An incredible game here at Homer B. Johnson Stadium, 27-20. The Rowlett Eagles pick up their first win of the year. Congratulations to Derek Alford and this Eagle team. They were worried about fighting through adversity and keeping the spirits high. Down by 11, they were challenged and met it tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, when we were talking about defensively, about could they make the stops, and then offensively, could they put the points on the board, where tonight they did both of those things, and they came out with the victory.
An incredible win. Rowlett now 1-1. Royse City falls to 0-2. An incredible game here at Homer B. Johnson Stadium. We want to thank everybody for putting our broadcast together tonight. What a game. Roman, thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Thanks to Delbert Richardson and the entire crew. Simon, our spotter tonight, he was fantastic. The final score once again here at Homer B. Johnson, it's Rowlett 27 and Royse City 20. Good evening, everyone, from Homer B. Johnson. My name is Scott Garner. Good night, and God bless.
Bye.